What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Danny back again at the CornerCade. And tonight, guys, we were just going to hop on and do a little live stream, chill and chat with our boy Travis MCP, who hit us up. So just give me just a second. I just set everything up. Let everybody come into the chat. Let it flow. I'll get this up on the board here real quick. We do have some new members I got to throw up there. But for the meantime, we want to thank you at the CornerCade crew for all the members that have joined us and who support the channel day in and day out. We really do appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. My wife's got the phone, so she's in charge of all the social media. So she'll be back. She's just taking something for her head. And then we're going to check Travis's email. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. I agree with you, Carlo. Definitely love it. Let's see. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Yes, Jason, sleepy time. We were all in bed, just kind of chilling. Travis hit us up and said, "Hey, you want to go live? We got nothing going on tonight, so yeah, let's do it." Lethal Wolf, what's going on, man? How you doing? Council fanboys in the house, what's going on, man? It says, "Looking good, Danny. Like the shirt, guys. Does this shirt make me look like jacked or what? Like, I got this free from Best Buy. The Samsung rep came in and I was like, dude, thank you. So, and this is a 2X too. This ain't no medium. Your boy's big. Let's see what Jason has got to say. Hey, picture looks really crisp tonight. Oh, awesome. Good. Something I got to adjust though. There's a big ring light all in the Terminator machine. So we got to figure that out. For those of you who don't know, we literally break down our setup and build it up every night, like literally like a WWE event. So things are going to be sometimes misplaced. So I'm going to see if I can maybe turn these so I don't get so much T2 interference in the background. Maybe when Mrs. CornerCade gets here, I'll do that. So what we got? We had all our information saved for the show. So tonight is literally going to be like a straight up chill and chat with Travis once he gets here. So we'll kind of do that. I love everybody pouring in, showing the love. Toxin, let's go. That's right, baby. Garage Gamer saying, "Mrs. Corner, I love it." Gotta love those emojis that I just made up randomly. Vader Dave is in the house. Let's go, dude. How you doing? Made a live stream just in time before you went to sleep. Almost sleepy time, huh? Let's go, Biggie D. Let's go. That's right, baby. Let's see. Move yourself to the block to block the ring. Oh yeah, okay. So maybe like this. Well, Mrs. CornerCade's gonna be here, so she's gonna be like right here. So we'll see what happens. She's too short to block it. Guys, listen. So I have an HP Victus laptop that you guys, through all your support, has helped purchase for me. We kind of went halvesies between you guys in the community and myself. Kind of sold trying to get that. But long and short, for those of you that know laptops out there, we had 8 gigs of RAM in here. Your boy is upgraded for $40. I got some Corsair RAM. We got 24 gigs in this. So I'm assuming this maybe should run a little bit smoother, but we'll see how it goes. I was like, for $40, that's a good deal. Just don't eat at DoorDash one time, right? I got Tony C in the house. Tony, what's going on, man? Let's talk Time Crisis. 30 videos are not enough. So since we are here, and I'll wait for Travis to get on to kind of give you my thoughts and opinions on that. We'll definitely speak a little bit of Time Crisis. Yes, Man Asher Gaming, we always got to talk nerd stuff. I mean, we're all nerds here at the end of the day, right? Let's see what Jason says. Tell Danny to show my Time Crisis meme. Where's it? Did you send it to me in the email? Is that what you were talking about? We can definitely pull that up. Give me just a second. A lot of love in the chat. We got 21 people. This is the definition, guys, of a chill and chat. You guys can definitely ask me questions if you want. Mrs. CornerCade, when she gets in, you can ask her questions. We're just straight up chilling tonight. I'm gonna see if I can get Travis in here too. Unfortunately, only I get my discount. I don't even think my wife gets my discount. So, Console Fanboy says, "Danny, serious question. Can I get a discount on the MetaQuest Pro 2? It's expensive." And for those of you guys that like known people that worked at Best Buy or shopped at Best Buy, I work at Best Buy. You really get the discount on like random cables and like TV wall mounts. Huge discounts on those. So it's super cool to have those. But when it comes to like a TV or like a laptop, the sale price is way better than any discount you would ever. You don't get discounts on that stuff. Tony C saying Time Crisis is more like price crisis. I gotta be honest with you guys. I thought Time Crisis was either gonna be like $6 or $7.99. That's where I was kind of going, and I was like, man, it could lean depending on the pedal quality and the guns, and the fact this is a banger title. It could tiptoe into that $1,000 range, which I know they're gonna try to avoid. Now that BCon kind of showed us like the quality of guns, I understand why it's only $750. But I mean, what would you rather have? X-Men or Time Crisis? Same price. Time Crisis all day. It's not even a no-brainer. What would you rather have? A pinball or Time Crisis? Time Crisis. At least for me. I can only speak upon myself. But you guys, maybe you can speak on that as well. Let's get the chat going. We got 24 people in here. So if you haven't smashed a like, definitely smash a like. But show me your thoughts in the chat here, so we can hear this. I'm gonna go check in email wise with Travis and see if he's gonna pop on stream with us if he's not already in here. Let me see that real quick. Oh, you got your phone? Oh, there it is. Here you go. All right, yeah, let me send in the link real quick. I got a whole bunch of stuff we're going on right now. So chat, just bear with your boy. We got Mrs. CornerCade. She's just coming through right now as well. Just gotta bring up my email real quick. We got a couple emails throwing through, and I'm gonna try to bring Travis in here. All right, that's sent. So let me bring up the email from Jason. We'll back out of here real quick. So this will be pretty funny. We'll all watch this together. All right. Let's share the screen. This. Hold on. There's music playing. Where is this music playing from? You guys hear music? Let me know in the chat because there's like mad music playing.
Coming from your phone?
No, because it's connected to here. All right, let's try to get this going here. Let's take the chat overlay off real quick just so we can kind of see. You guys can see this. So this says, Jason M sent me this. Ask her if Time Crisis is $4.99. Paul actually said yes. Your foster parents are already dead. That's from T2. You've seen it, but Mrs. CornerCade is literally just waking up right now. So that was a good one though. Let's cancel out of here. I don't know why. You have to believe to hear the music. Well, there's no music playing. This is so odd. Let me disconnect my AirPods real quick. Okay, I'm gonna bring Travis on real quick. Travis,
Hey,
give us
yo.
just a second. For some reason, music was playing in my AirPods like extremely loud. I'll try to reconnect these bad boys.
What are
Here,
you doing?
you take
I
this
just
one.
got here. What are you doing? What is happening?
Just a second.
What is happening right now?
Can you hear the music that's playing?
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you having a
Okay,
seizure or something?
it's like P-Dub's stream. Do you hear that?
Give me your phone.
It's not connected to my phone.
Do you have another like browser open and it's playing?
Okay.
Yeah, it was connected to your phone. You're welcome.
Tech support.
Now Fox is playing in my ear. What is going on? Where's your phone?
I'm not watching Fox.
Hold on. We might have to reboot something. Literally, Fox is talking about Time Crisis in my ear.
Well, you got his YouTube video playing or something then.
No, there's nothing. Let's see. No, there's nothing.
Either that or you are
Now-
so obsessed with this stuff that literally you replay the videos you watch in your head, which is possible, I suppose.
You have 1,000 apps open.
But
Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Now I have console kids talking in my ear. We might have to restart this. I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. It's a tab or something that you have open. That's all it is.
No,
That makes no sense.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Yes,
look
thank
at
you.
these guys.
Okay.
Can you just like share the screen?
No,
as
I'm
to
not
what
sharing
you're
that
watching?
garbage. Okay, so literally, I had something pinned. It was in the upper right. It was like this big. I'm like, where is it coming from? Because my normal tabs are now like this big. So let me unpin this here, just to show you what was blaring in my ear, guys. So chat knows. This is what was going on right now in my ear. We had all these dudes talking.
From a month ago. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I don't know how this got pinned or brought up.
Just close it, man. What's wrong with you?
I did. It's all good now. All right, let's close this tab. Okay, there we go. Now we're back, baby. All right, now this is the definition of a chillin' chat. Late night style. We're just hopping in. Travis, did you shave?
Yes, he did, and he cut his hair.
Got Travis out here looking crispy. Let's bring this in a little. Look at that.
I mean, look. What do you want me to do? I can't look like a ragamuffin all the time.
No, do you cut your own hair?
Yeah, I have like a little shaver thing.
Super easy. I cut my hair too, but I do like a zero skin fade. But I learned how to cut hair over the pandemic. So I stopped and I cut my kids' hairs too, and I don't cut the wifey's hair. We just let that grow.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't like the setup because I have to be on top of you.
I know. We'll switch it back.
OnlyFans, really, just for that. Make them pay for that. Make them pay for that.
Yeah, that's extra. So what do you got going on? What did you do today?
Part of it I can't tell you, but the other part. So I don't know if you saw this. This is probably important for people who live in California. B is taking the Time Crisis cab out to that pub or whatever that he went to like a year or so ago. So if people want to actually go play it, you live in California, you can go play it tomorrow.
Yeah, let's. That's actually a really good point. I wasn't even prepared for this, so let me bring up. There's he made like a cool little image I thought was really dope.
Yep.
If you guys haven't seen it, let me bring up. Of course, I'm subscribed to like 1,000 people, so let's see. Where is B Kong? There he is. Kongs are us. All right, let's find his community tab real quick. All right, let's get that.
They are Garage Gamer, and yes, you should come. I'll be there. The Arcade 1-Up will be there. Wait, so that's funny because we'll talk about that after this. Let's do this first.
Yeah, so this is what we got going on. So I thought this was really cool, really dope. With B, he was telling all the information's right here. So if you're in the SoCal area, come and join at Smog City Brewery where they did all those giveaways last year. Biggest one to note, obviously, was the Big Blue for 150. But it looks like they're going to have some fun with Time Crisis and kind of give it to the people for like a month or so. And there's going to be a lot of cool prizes and stuff. So really, really cool event that B-Kong's on.
I think that we could take predictions. You got to remember, this product is made to be built in the home and stay in the home. B built it in home, took parts of it apart, put it back together, is going to put it in this car, drive it down to this place, put it somewhere public, and let public people play with it. The chances of this thing not being broken in a couple of weeks, kind of slim. I don't know how much you can blame on the product when it goes through all that stuff, but if it lasts, I think he says he's going to leave it there for almost a month. If it lasts through that, you really can't complain about anything as far as the build quality. If it can last a public situation, and after all the shenanigans before that, you got to give it props.
They're gonna. I think Arcade 1-Up is giving them some extra parts just in case something goes on it.
Yeah, he does. He has extra parts, but I mean, again, the chances of it not breaking in that time period seem very slim. Just for any Arcade 1-Up, and if it does it, it's a miracle.
Yeah, and there, trust me, there will be beer spilled on this thing. There was beer spilled on the Simpsons, and that shorted out. So So you got to take that with a grain of salt. You can't, because you're not going to spill stuff on your babies in your home arcade because these are your babies. Right. There's no food allowed in the CornerCade unless we're having snack night.
There's always
separate.
food.
Well, no, but that's that's not what we're playing.
I'm literally always eating when I'm in here.
Well, I trust her because she's extra careful. But I'm saying anything else kid wise, no, there's no food allowed in here.
It'll
But
be
yeah,
interesting.
so.
It'll be a really interesting thing. So to Garage Gamer's point, actually, I was going to bring this up. I don't know how Garage Gamer found out about this, but it's funny because I wanted him to know about this. PAX is next week. PAX is a really cool gaming event in Seattle. Actually, they have it in a couple places, but Seattle's the home of it. And Arcade 1UP will be there next week along with Atari 50th. I'll be there on Saturday with a friend, hanging out. But they're going to be there. So Cyrus said, "Hey, you should come on by." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I'll go see that Atari 50th in person, and then I believe they're going to do some type of stream. Arcade 1UP is. I think they're going to do either one update or something like that around that. But yeah,
Do me a favor. Take video of like the 2600 games, like see how it is in the menu and the list and all that.
sure, yeah.
And when you play them, just give us your honest feedback. Because I personally, I was talking to Miss CornerCade, when you have Miss Pac-Man, the arcade game on there, and then you have Miss Pac-Man, the 2600 Atari. It's like this looks.
It's not that was
bad.
one of the worst games ever.
Yeah, so I'm just curious to see like if there's any value in these 2600 games, or if it's just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
Kevin gave you a super chat.
And also the joystick configuration there, if it like rubs up against that high-rise panel on the side.
100%.
All right, so we got a $10 super chat from Kevin Clausen. Kevin Clausen, thank you so much. Obviously an avid supporter of the CornerCade here every night. We do appreciate it. Super chat says, Danny, can you do me a favor? Turn down the lights in the CornerCade. Make it real romantic. Hold Mrs. CornerCade's hands. Look deeply into her eyes and tell her I love Zohar. What the hell? Oh my God. I do love you.
We didn't even see it. You're behind the chat. What's wrong with you?
What was that?
You're behind the chat. We can't see anything.
We're behind the chat. We're so small. Hold on. Let's be calm. We love you, but we got to get you out of there. All right, there you go. Okay, now wait. See, so give me kissing. There you go.
She actually kissed him. I can't believe it. It's true. It's not a farce. It's unbelievable. They're actually married. I can't believe this. All this time, I've never believed it. I'm like, nah, there's no way. There's just no way. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Like she's a hired actress to like come into the CornerCade.
She's an actress.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me see. Kevin Clausen, getting to your point on the lights. Let's see, guys, if like the lighting makes anything different. I'm gonna turn the Govee lights on, and once my Wi-Fi can boot up here, we'll see if there's any difference. Because I didn't see in the camera, so that's why I took them off, because I didn't really see.
Kevin said I just got ripped off.
Kevin, you're $10 every
Here's
super
a
chat
hot
goes on.
topic. The Garage Gamer said married couples don't kiss anymore. That's
a good topic. In some countries, marriage is the punishment for shoplifting. So you might want to take that into consideration.
Insane. Yeah.
We're in like permanent honeymoon phase always.
Yeah, we love each other. Like it's
disgusting.
I think I would too if I were you, Mr. CornerCade. I mean, shit. Look at what you're working with. Come on.
Let's go. I think at the end of the day, we all know who's winning here.
Bro, you better never not fall in love. You're gonna be in trouble.
Okay, so hey, did that change anything? So I got it set at 50%. Let me crank it up to 100. You guys see anything different in the background?
Well, yeah, look at us.
You might be able to, yeah.
Yeah, but like you can see the lights like in the pictures. Yeah, and I don't know if I like that or not.
We look sickly.
So if I turn them off, that's what it looks like.
You know what you could do? You could do what I do. So you what video card does that laptop have? Do you remember?
Oh, it has a 2050.
A 3050, right?
No, 2050. Okay. Everybody keeps saying that. They're like a 3050, right? I'm like, no, a 2050.
Okay, I'm gonna look
make a 1650. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look it up, but you can maybe use the same software I use to blur my background.
That'd be dope.
It makes it look a lot.
You can do it. So let me see. So in Restream, I don't know.
If you might be able to do it there too. Actually, come to think of it.
Yeah, because it said like, hey, you might have to. You need, I think, a graphics card. But here, what if we do this?
Here, let me do something too.
Okay, it blurred it, but it didn't really make it look that great. Look, I think it might be lagging.
Blurred.
Yeah, it's blurred. It just doesn't look that great.
All right, let me show you something. This is NVIDIA broadcast. This is what I get like my background effects and everything. So I can do like blurs, I can turn it off or whatever. But so
can we do this?
No, that's
the beach.
Like Zoom work. So check this out. This one's the worst. All right, so watch my face here. All right.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Okay, there you go. Yep.
Okay. Now it looks It looks like I'm looking at you, but I'm not. There's an AI thing that makes it make my eyes look at you when I'm not looking at you. I'm literally not
That's
looking.
really
creepy.
weird, dude.
Yeah,
don't
if I
like
turn it
it.
off, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm actually looking over here. So
That
yeah,
is really weird, dude.
I don't know.
Holy
That's
cow.
for people. But see, that's for people on like Zoom that aren't paying attention. Like, yeah, I'm paying attention. You're over there watching like.
That's so funny,
Yeah.
though. That's cool. Like, oh yeah, I'm paying attention to the meeting, like playing Street Fighter right to the side of it. That's funny.
Jesus, can
Sorry.
you calm down?
Can you grab that? Can you shut the MPSX off?
Yes.
You're just gonna have to reach from behind.
Uh,
Okay, let's see what we got going on here.
cannot
Where
do
we at in the
that.
chat here? We got a whole lot of people talking. This is great. I love it. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh, we do have a super chat here from Council Fanboy. It's a $4.99 super chat. It says, Travis, you see, I'm an observant person. As a therapist, I have to be. That box behind Cyrus was a one-up box. Give me my flowers. I'm right, Claw 100%. Now, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Because there was something that printed off at Best Buy, and I sent it to you. Can you pull up?
Send it to me.
It should have. Okay, let me tell on. Oh my! I've been having SIM card, Mr. Cell Phone Guy. I've been having SIM card problems with Verizon. It's just dropping out and saying no SIM. Now, it didn't do that today.
It's saying SOS.
Yeah, SOS.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we need help.
that means it's like your service is off.
Yeah, it really stinks because
Switch to
like
eSIM. You don't have to worry about it. Although that's a whole other ball of wax.
Well, I guess my account is technically a business account, so like Best Buy can't. I have to go into Verizon because I get a discount.
Gotcha.
Lucky me.
Gotcha.
Okay, it should be. Okay, here it is, guys. I took a picture of it.
What is that?
That's this game that printed out. It's like the same
send
font.
That to me.
It's the same font as the other thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Why don't you send it to the email? We could pull it up.
Then you can pull it up.
Yeah, do that. Well, while she's doing that, we'll.
I was wondering why you sent that to me.
Yeah, because I was like, this looks like a very interesting font. Now, I could be totally off. It just like jogged my memory.
Jason has a good one. You got to pull up that Jason, what he just said.
Right,
and we'll get back to Console Fanboy in a minute.
20% of men kiss their wives goodbye when they leave their house, and 80% kiss their house goodbye when they leave their wives. Now, I kiss you goodbye every time.
You didn't today.
You have to say goodbye, or
you just ran down the stairs.
No, I didn't. I said goodbye.
You did.
See, this is literally like when she was lying. When she's like, he makes me sit on the floor, and I was like, girl, you're fixing KI. That's why you sit on the floor.
I'm sitting on the floor in the corner. I left it to their discretion to figure out what I was trying to say.
That's funny though. It's a pretty true comment, Jason. That's why you don't want to mess with the wives.
Okay, get back to Console Fanboy's comment because he thinks he's so smart.
All right, so we're sending it right now. Hold on.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure that box was an Arcade One-Up box.
I don't think it was. I think it was literally like a billboard advertisement from GameStop that someone just gave to him for Nintendo Switch.
I mean,
what was he doing with it?
It was just sitting there in his house. Like, I don't even know if that was his house. I think that's an Arcade One-Up office. Am I wrong or no?
That is the Arcade One-Up office. But I guess what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that they won't necessarily come out with a product like that. I'm just saying I don't think that's an Arcade One-Up box.
It's got too much print on it to be an Arcade One-Up box.
It's not a typical Arcade One-Up box. I'm not saying that the product there within is not something they would make, but I do not believe that was an Arcade One-Up box. Just saying that.
Well, we're getting it loaded up right now, but look at this. Lethal Wolf. My wife pre-ordered Time Crisis for me tonight. Love the game. I'm oddly more excited about the assembly.
Oh, come over to my house and assemble mine. I hate assembling them. I hate.
Dude, and we were talking about this. I said half the fun, Travis, is assembling the arcade, and you're like, no. I'm like, it is. And so we're gonna do a live unboxing of Time Crisis. I'm hoping Best Buy. Can you? Because the cat's out of the bag now. Can you tell me if it's coming to Best Buy?
It is not coming to Best Buy.
That's it. I'm out of here.
I told you, Travis.
And I will say something else. I will say something. He is hurt. At least not anytime soon. Put it that way. I will also say another thing. I found this out today.
I'm gonna need it, Chad. I'm gonna need a minute. Like this is.
Yeah, no, it's. I don't know of any.
Can I ask why?
Because they have all of this shipment.
God, I'm really upset right now. So now I'm in the boat of the 749 people.
Hold on for a second. Now, if you know about Shop Hippo, they do offload some stuff to Walmart. So sometimes they sell through Walmart and it says direct Walmart, like that's actually them. So there is a chance it can come through Walmart. Having said that, I've also been told today that, and take this for what it is, that there's a limited supply of this run. And currently, they're not in production of any more. So the ones that are coming, that's all there is. If they sell well, it's likely they will make more. But this shipment is it for now. Again, if they sell well. But you know what? This goes back to the Blitz thing that I said months ago. They made a bunch of Blitz. They made too many Blitz. They got held with Blitz. They got too many Blitz now. They're not doing that crap anymore. They are making however many they think they can sell and no more. If they sell really well, they'll make more. If they don't sell really well, then they don't have to make any more.
That makes sense. I mean, like they did that for Fast and Furious, right? If they made like a select few, it sold out, and then they kind of brought it back.
Yep.
So, but why the ties to Shop Hippo? Like I could see if it was like a Galaga or something because they already re-released it. This is a time crisis.
Yeah, but look back at the history of this. Shop Hippo, and John D said this a long time ago. They have a lot of pull with Arcade 1-Up. They have a lot of specialty products that are made for them. They have like every single team's NFL Blitz stool made there. But where else can you find that?
Nowhere, really. Yeah, maybe Walmart.
But that's because they sell through Walmart. You know what I mean? Like it's only them. So when they ask for this is why I'm saying like certain retail. What I say a couple weeks back, I said if you can get a retailer to go to Arcade 1-Up and say we'll buy this thing, they will make the thing.
By the way, I do have some breaking news. Just
breaking
news. Piggybacking. Yes, I'll spill this with the chat right now. We got a little bit of breaking news here with the Shop Hippo exclusive. So one of my bosses is going to give me an email contact to whoever buys for Best Buy, and I'm gonna let him know Sega Jurassic Park.
Sure.
Sega Star Wars Trilogy is coming, boys.
I think you need to go. A lot of people are talking about House of the Dead. A lot of people want the House of the Dead.
Nah, screw it. You can keep it. We'll play that on the Nintendo Switch.
No, bro, let me tell you something. You get something other than Star Wars Trilogy or House of the Dead. If you get that other game out and they find out that you actually had something to do with it and you didn't get House of the Dead, you're dead in this community, man. They cancel, man. They're gonna cancel your ass, man. Like,
no, we should. Honestly, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see like, hey, what do I need to do? Like, because legitimately, like, you could legit sell, like, Daytona, House of Dead, whatever you want to say. You could legit sell like 10,000 of this title. Like, Best Buy, would you do it, kind of thing. So we're gonna see. We'll see.
So again, see what's happening. I didn't say that they will never get it. I'm just saying there is a shipment of Time Crisis. Every single one of them, Shop Hippo owns. Mm-hmm. If they sell well, then 100% Arcade 1-Up can make more and something more. But Arcade 1-Up's not going to order anymore if they don't sell. So we'll see.
This really sucks because just speaking upon us, like I got the Best Buy no interest financing card. I was going to finance the damn thing, so now it's like I really got to sell like 2 cabinets to like try to get this thing because like $750 is it's up there,
Or
It's
turn up that OnlyFans as fast as possible.
What do you think? You're not talking to me, right? You're talking
to you. No, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You don't put her working this. She don't gotta do all that. Leave her alone. She didn't want the smoke.
She don't want the heat. That's so funny. Wow.
Listen, I just want to be clear. What I'm telling you is true right now. Let's say, but I also have heard that so a lot of the metrics for this game are actually very successful, and they do believe they will sell out. I don't know within what time limit. No one knows until someone puts money out, because it's easy for someone to hit notify me and then not order. But they are seeing a larger than I think they thought demand for this currently, and they're projecting out. So the chances of it selling out are very good, which then means they'll order more, which then means they'll probably end up elsewhere. But it probably won't be until next year. I mean,
I want mine now. We've been waiting a year. Yeah, we've already been waiting a year and a half. Now, this is where Travis, we gotta have some pull here. guys, you got to get me an arcade one up because, like, how the hell do you not understand that Time Crisis wouldn't sell? Like, that's why would you make 20,000 blitzes?
Well, so I think what happened is the initial rush was really good, and I think they ordered another shipment. I think that's all it was. And
They're like just kind of like thinking, no, maybe following the NBA Jam.
And
kind
NBA
of
Jam's always done well. So, and everyone talked about Blitz, and I love my Blitz. It's one of my favorite caps, period. But I don't know, it just didn't work. So I will see what happens. I mean, look, at the end of the day, all this can change, but that's where we are as of today, right now. Literally today's information.
Okay, yeah, and Arcade went up. Today is not tomorrow's information. So, Council fanboy saying, "Why is Danny so upset?" So, for those of you that are just popping in here, we kind of just learned that Time Crisis is going to be a Shop Hippo exclusive as of right now. So Best Buy won't be getting it. There goes, the chance of me putting it on a financing card or a discount or anything like that. So now we really got to understand like $750 price point. We're going to save this for next week on our chill and chat, but we just popped in now. So I can kind of touch on it, and, I'll give Miss CornerCade thoughts as well. The way, how I kind of see it is, like, would you rather have, like, a pinball from Arcade 1-Up or Time Crisis? Would you rather have X-Men or Time Crisis? So, like, to me, I'm like, this price point isn't too crazy. I'd double down on Time Crisis on both of those things. And I can say I've never played the V-Pin at all, so it's not like I've already played it and I got my use out of it. We did own X-Men, but even so, it's really just the one game. I mean, at least for Time Crisis, you're getting 4 games that you can play with. So there's a little bit more replay value there. So, I don't know. What about you?
Same thoughts.
Yeah, and like Simpsons is up there too.
I think that no matter what, we're all going to find something to complain about.
Oh, 100%.
If the price is lower, then we're not going to get the metal pedal. We're not going to get the guns.
Yep.
Then we're going to complain about that.
And Travis, you told us, like, it's not, and I try to let the community know, guys, it's not Arcade 1-Up all the time. Sometimes Bandai Namco said, hey, we want 35% cut of this. Arcade 1-Up goes and says, okay, how do we make the numbers work? Okay, we're going to need to charge the $750 price point in order
or the retailer.
Yeah. So I think, and that's good to get on. I mean, we have 50 people here in the stream that can kind of like maybe spread this message a little bit. You have a lot of like people that like misspeak on this stuff, and at the end of the day, I'm not always right. Miss CornerCade is not always right. Travis isn't always right.
I'm always right.
in the CornerCade household, she's always right. But when it comes to home arcade, no. But you say like, okay, Arcade 1-Up just makes these prices. It's not. There's a lot of other factors. We're talking about retailer. We're talking about licensor. Saying, hey, we want our share too. Maybe Bandai Namco knows that Time Crisis is going to sell like hotcakes. They want to make more money off of it. In order to do this, we got to.
Here's the other scenario.
The price. Yeah.
Here's the other scenario. So it could be that Time Crisis doesn't sell because of the price. Like maybe it doesn't sell all the way through. And then it could go down in price. So there's that. That's a possibility too. So anyone who's ordering tonight because of me, listen, do it on your own. I'm not telling you to order nothing. I'm just telling you what the facts are. Facts are there's a limited run. They're all Shop Hippos. Shop Hippo is going to do what they do. If they look at the orders and they don't think they're going fast enough, they'll, like any good company, probably will lower the price. If they sell out fast, you might be waiting a while before the next shipment comes in. I'm just saying. And coupon codes is interesting. So there is a chance that there might be, and I got to be real careful about this because nothing is in. Never mind. Let me just wait until I hear something more. Everything I've told you so far is solid. I feel it's solid, 100% solid. I don't want to say something that's not solid. So let me just shut up.
Yeah, but but it's not going to go through Arcade 1-Up, so it's not like Arcade 1-Up's giving you a coupon code. It would go through Shop Hippo. So
coupon code Travis gets you.
I'll give you a virtual high five, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of cool comments here, so we'll bring them up one at a time here. Well, Danny, no super chats tonight. I had to buy the limited run Shop Hippo Time Crisis. That's right, guys.
I think Chrysler actually gifted a bunch of memberships again before it came
here. So we were talking about this, Travis. So last show that we were on, our boy Weissel here gifted a ton of memberships out. We did.
Yeah, it's awesome. That was really nice of him.
So super cool of him. We got to update our little ticketer that shows everything on there. But we didn't get the notification. YouTube.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I've told you.
Money, we want to recognize them. Yeah.
Bro, I told YouTube about that. Hopefully you'll do something about it. I don't know. I will say again, Weissel and whoever else who pre-orders, don't come mad at me if it turns out that they didn't sell out. Now, I'm telling you what the truth is. I don't know how many people are going to buy anything. I don't know. It's just as possible that they don't sell fast enough and Shop Hippo gets nervous and they go cut $50. Like that is also a possibility. So I don't want no one going, well, Travis said, so I bought it. I don't want to hear that. I'm telling you right now, this is the truth. Everything I've told you is the truth. What happens after this, I don't know. I don't know.
Put it on me then. At the end of the day, guys,
Yeah.
like if you like Time Crisis, go and get this.
Yeah.
Like
Danny said.
Blame it on me, guys. Arcade One
100%.
community, home arcade community. You guys, listen. You guys trust me now. I've been doing this for a little bit now. Put the trust. If you guys love Time Crisis, like I love Time Crisis. I'm not like it's not like I was born out of a Time Crisis machine. I like Time Crisis. It looks like I played it in the real arcades. It's a dope game. I want to get this cabinet. It's worth it to sell maybe some of the other cabinets. I'm not saying go and empty your child's bank account, college savings to go get this. But I'm saying if you like this title, it might not come back. Like
it'll come back. If it sells, it'll come back. If it doesn't sell, then it won't come back. That's the other thing.
Well, so then you're gonna
everybody buy yours now so that we can buy it on the second round at Best Buy.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. By the way, I also hear that what the most fun game on there is actually is not Time Crisis. It's Point Blank.
Yeah. So I talked to you like Point Blank's kind of like Mario Party. We got all these mini games and stuff, and it's pretty dope. But Time Crisis, that theme music, like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, and then it goes action, reload. Like, dude, I want to play this thing like tonight. Like, come on, man.
I think we got another super chat again.
Yeah, we got a $4.99 super chat from Council Fanboy, Katie Real Talk. Why don't you do OnlyFans? Danny will not be able to get Time Crisis, but he could get 5 pinballs by the end of the month.
You know what? She could do a foot only OnlyFans.
That's exactly what first came to mind.
So feet.
I don't like that mess. I think
Danny's got to figure this out on his own, Zohar.
But yeah, you can. You know what'd be even funnier is that you have all your pictures on front talking about call it only feet, but it makes all of Danny's feet. So everyone's like, "Oh, look at this! I get to see your feet," and then it's all Danny's old crooked looking bigger extra toe at the end, and that'd be great. No refund.
My God. Thank you, Council Fanboy, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Lethal Wolf says, I like Travis being here. Well, Travis, we like you being here as well.
Yeah, it's cool. I like you guys. I know. I was actually, the reason why I'm even on is because I was actually supposed to go on with Jade tonight, but she couldn't do it tonight. So I think we're doing something tomorrow. So I was sitting around going, okay, I got my brain into live stream mode and I have no live stream. So I just sent you an email.
That's funny because we just got into live stream mode. We were literally laying in bed. I'm like dipsy doodle on my phone, and then I was watching like the Super Game Room dudes.
Yeah,
and
your email was the deciding factor, I think.
Yeah, that's usually how it works, you know. Weissel said he gifted more tonight. Okay,
yeah, I told you that.
Okay,
that's what prompted that conversation. You didn't say thank you. And
hold on, we're checking now. Hold on, we're not going to forget about you, my guy.
So it's all the way back.
So the chat's flying, which I love. I mean, we got 52 people in here. This is great. So we're going to check it. If you check on my phone, you can check the membies.
It was 5 more memberships.
So let's. Hey, Mrs. CornerCade is a member of the CornerCade crew, so she's got a membership too. She gets to see exclusive behind the scenes content now.
Have you guys done your exclusive behind the scenes content yet?
Yes, Travis, are you a member?
No, I don't know. Maybe I am. I
99 cents in a pot. Come on, dude. What's 99 cents in a pot?
But I mean, I already have it. Is what I'm saying. Hold on, let me look.
No, you're not a member.
No,
I got the members list right here. Go ahead, sign up.
Okay, settle down.
So yeah, we do like when we're in the arcade, which this week's been kind of rough. We've not been feeling the greatest. We're trying to sleep, get our bones ready for like the actual shows. But when we're usually in the corner,
bones ready. Are we 90?
Yeah, we are actually.
Oh boy.
I mean, at least I can speak upon it. I can barely get out of bed sometimes, but you're like that too.
I know.
But
you just make us sound way older.
Well, we are. I mean, kids will wear you guys. So long and short, we're in the arcade about 2-3 times a night now. We were in the arcade about 5 times a night.
Or a week?
A week, yeah, 2 to 3 times a week. So we'll post like snack videos. If I'm going live, I'll show some behind the scenes. Like I think it was pretty cool that I like Michael B invited us on, so I showed behind the scenes of like what our YouTube setup looks like. So just like random stuff, but looks like we have Mental Health is the newest member. Sandwich, Darth Pagan, Rich Odello, let's go, dude. Rich Odello's a member. Jay Breeze, Malad Mahadi.
0 days.
Please, if I butchered that, let me know in the chat. What does that say? Reed Amelia Joe? Bryce Thompson. Nerd Lounge Master. That's a familiar face. Hayden Dew. ERC Erectrex. Yeah. Skyhook. Tony C. Joe Deka.
Oh, look at there's Travis.
Travis MCP. Let's go. Thank you, dude. And Chris F. So those are our newest members. And then the people that joined 2 days ago, Mrs. CornerCade, thank you so much.
Mm.
These are the ones that were gifted by Faisal again. Morel Flowers, Sabdeed D. Fahid. Please, if I butchered any of these, please let me know. Chris C. Devastator, Zero Redux, and that's it. So, guys, welcome to the CornerCade crew. We really appreciate it. That little amount goes a long way, guys, to supporting the channel. So we definitely appreciate it.
Yes, that's a fanboy I am. Yes.
Let's scroll all the way back down here. Sorry, guys. If I'm missing chats tonight, we're just having fun.
Yes.
Please put your comment again in the chat. We do have a super chat here from Arrow Mad. Says, "Oh, it's a super sticker. It's a $10 super sticker. It's a pear character jumping up and down. #1 fan." So let's take a look at that real quick. I don't,
Hold on.
Look at this. Here, you just take that. All this stuff is happening.
Technology is.
So we've got the pair, and then 10 more.
Hey, what is this? Hold on.
Okay, so yeah, we got the 10 memberships. We got the pair. Oh, that's awesome. #1 fan. It looks kind of cool for you guys behind the scenes here. If you can kind of see that.
Yeah, it shows up.
The pair jumping up and down. If you guys missed it. And then Travis MCP joined as a member. Let's go. Oh, and there's also like emojis and stuff. So you can do a let's go emoji. There's Mrs. CornerCade and your boy Danny here as emojis. So
what is Mrs. CornerCade doing? What is happening here?
What? What's going on?
I'm going through these shorts because I think it's funny. Someone in the chat said you accidentally showed her feet in a video, which I think is hilarious. So I'm going to go watch it. Oh, you did.
Guys, I don't accidentally do anything. It's all intentional.
But how is she playing? Why does she have her hands crossed over each other? What the hell are you doing?
That's crossplay. Hey, chat. That's a play style, isn't it?
What?
Chat?
It's because I'm always player 2, and Danny's a big guy, so I have to like adjust how I play in order to make it comfortable.
What? I don't buy that at all.
So I'm stuck like that. That's just how I play now.
All right, real quick, we got a $4.99 super chat from our boy Toxin, who's always supported the channel since day one. Toxic, I really do appreciate you. It says $4.99 super chat for the Time Crisis Fund. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
Okay, watch Mrs. CornerCade play Killer Instinct. Tell me if you think it's crazy, and then also tell me you definitely know why Danny's always smiling. You could after you watch that for a minute, you're like, yeah, I get it. All right, I understand.
Is it the orange top?
It's not just that. I mean, that's definitely part of it. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way she's playing the game, which is kind of hilarious because it's all crossed over. But I'm like, the technique is good. I see it. I see what's going on.
If you guys listen to the music in that, anybody that's familiar with Andy James, he fucking kills it. I've been listening to Andy James for like 3 months straight now. He's an instrumental guitarist. He does the Killer Instinct theme. I put that on there. He also does the Mortal Kombat theme.
It's amazing.
He's so incredible. Incredible, dude. Guys, check him out. Like, go to Spotify, Apple Music. His CDs are off the chain. You could literally listen to it like for hours. It's just straight shredding. It's great.
Yeah, I think I saw his YouTube video shortly after the Pro, I think, came out, the KI Pro.
Yeah,
Jason
so
gifted
cool.
10 memberships.
Oh, we have somebody. Okay, cool. This is cool. While we have the phone in our hand, we can kind of see. It looks like Jason, who supports the channel, again, another day oneer. We should get like some kind of slogan for that. But I love the people that like essentially they've been with us since day one, and they gave us a chance. Guys like Travis gave us a chance. Guys like P-Dubs, anybody, Rich Rodello. I mean, everybody in the chat that's usually always here. Those are all like the loyalist people. Damian Williams, like I always see his name. Council Fanboy, obviously, like he's probably one of our biggest names on the docket. But Jason gave 10 memberships. So he gifted a membership to Thor KC, Arrowmad, let's see, BA, Jason F, the Prodigy Tar, J Health, Scott D. Workin, Sean P, Stormy Daniels Hush Money. Germa Bronco, and it looks like that's it. So awesome, dude. There's so much support here. That
Look at all the emojis.
yeah, we don't get to see this on the restream program. It's all like professional. It's like color central in there. That's a cool looking chat, man. I appreciate all the support, guys.
Look, Kevin Clausen's feeling left out. Am I a supporter? I don't know.
Kevin Clausen, you definitely are a supporter, my guy. I have baby brains. Let's Stupid Fat Hobbit. He's always in here too. Trying to think, just scroll through. Lethal Wolf, I've seen his name a bunch of times. Tony C, I've seen him before. Jason Thor KC is always here. Appreciate the love. I mean, you guys know who you are. Carlo, we've been through this all over the place. I really do appreciate you guys. So, but okay, so Time Crisis. We kind of touched on that a little bit. Price point was a little high. Well, you knew the price point all along, right?
No, I thought it was cheaper.
Okay, so you were thinking
what? But the reality is, no one knew the price until 5 minutes before we went live. So, or before they went live, I should say. Like literally, no one knew.
Here, scoot over a little bit. There you go. You gotta sit and you're like this. You're off
because
camera.
I'm comfortable.
Okay, here.
Let me be great.
Do you want some more room?
No.
There you go. Now you got more room. Okay, so yeah. So let me think
this
here.
is great.
Yeah, this is part of having like such a small setup. Like, I wish you guys could see this. So Mrs. CornerCade literally is like barricaded between Big Blue and like my legs.
It's not that bad. I just like to have my legs up.
This is where you need those hamster. Why don't you go?
Travis said I can't get them.
Get the hamster chairs.
No, that you have to send me the picture of that. I'm like, come on, man.
Never. Can you imagine?
I think they're cute.
So Garage Gamer's got a question here. We'll touch on Time Crisis just a little bit more. So he says, so Danny gets all the super chat money. I mean, like I'm always fully transparent with you guys. Anytime you guys super chat, I actually got a little YouTube deposit last month. It went to actually our computer. So
I think is he saying you get it or I get it, or
it goes straight to the equipment that funds the channel. After we get like 100%, I guess our next step, and Travis, you got the pro setup here. How do our mics sound like for you? Like,
I think they're fine for what you're doing. 100% fine. Like, you don't have to change anything.
Okay,
I literally went from using a cell phone to this overnight. Just calm down.
But the thing is that the nice thing about that is like literally if you wanted to start playing the games afterwards, like if you wanted someone challenge you, you just have to move the camera. Like the mic situation would make it more difficult. I can't move this over to an arcade.
That's why
you're in a much better situation for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess after that, it obviously just goes to support the channel. So, I mean, for us to get super chats to enough to buy an arcade, that would probably be about a year, maybe. But
maybe a year.
It'd be a while, but maybe 6 months to a year. But we would obviously put it back into doing review videos for you guys and making content for you guys. Like everything funds the CornerCade. So it's definitely always supported from the community. Let's see here. I know I'm missing a lot of super chats tonight because we're having a good old time. But Retro Gamer Chris said, streams are always dope. I'm hooked. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, man. Like we're just sitting here having a conversation. So I really do appreciate it. I always love the support. Let's see.
Okay, I've never heard of this channel. I got gifted a membership. That's funny.
Hey, we're out here. We're drive-by gifting. We're out here just spreading the love, I guess. It's awesome. And you can thank all the people in the chat. They're the ones that are doing it, man. Yeah, that's awesome. No one said that. It's so funny. So Time Crisis. We found out that Best Buy's not getting it. So we got to shift the game plan a little bit here. Just trying to kind of think out loud. So we need to see if we can sell a couple cabs.
Travis, are you getting Time Crisis?
I don't think so. I don't think so because to be honest, I really don't. If I look at this room, I don't even have room for another one. I actually have to move a game out, and the only game I'm really willing to do that for would be a Tekken cab, and that's not happening next year. Likely, maybe the year after. So probably not. As much as I think it would be cool, and actually, I was super tempted to get Fast and Furious. Weirdly, after people started reviewing it, but probably not.
That one's fun.
Yeah, two
That one's
players.
a lot of fun.
Two players
See, two
definitely.
players would be, yeah. See, yeah. If it had online racing, I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I definitely want Time Crisis. So.
God, this is going to be a whole thing now. Thanks, Travis.
At least you know. You know what
I'm
I mean?
so sick of hearing about
I know you're
Time
dude. Like
Crisis.
you made my night. Like that's like I was gonna sit here and like wait for it like a fool. I would have never gotten.
Yeah.
Oh, you would have been screwed. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I really do appreciate it, dude. Because not only did you help me, but I'm sure you helped a couple people in the chat that were like, I might wait and see like if Best Buy could get because like I don't have a Shop Hippo credit card. So
Right.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist.
To be fair, I only found this out today, but it's really important to understand for people who just came in late, and I hate being misquoted, so I'm going to say it as succinctly as possible again one more time. I'm going to say it one more time. All of the Time Crisis that currently have been made, Shop Hippo owns. So sometimes Shop Hippo. Huh?
What's that number?
I don't actually know. I don't know.
Okay.
I know they said it was a limited run, which means probably a little over 3,000 because 3,000 is like the minimum. So 3,000-ish, maybe a little bit more. Sometimes Shop Hippo will sell through at Walmart. So it's possible we might see it on Walmart, but don't get fooled. It isn't because Walmart got it. It's because they're selling through Shop Hippo. Mm-hmm. Secondarily, I'll answer that in a minute. Secondarily, the price is what it is. You may see something to help out early adopters come up. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I know that Arcade 1UP was fighting for it. We'll see if it happens. Because again, to be clear, Arcade 1UP doesn't own those cabinets. Shop Hippo does because they bought them. That's a very important distinction. So Shop Hippo has them, right. If Shop Hippo doesn't sell through them, and actually, I saw someone say something in chat, which was actually a really good point. They might do something with pricing. I don't know if they will. Someone said something in chat, which is really interesting. If you remember when the Star Wars re-release came out, the first chunk went to Shop Hippo. Again, Shop Hippo has a lot of pull with Arcade 1UP. They just do. They also said that it still isn't. They even said how many Shop Hippo got. I think it was like 3,500 or something. And while there's still some available there, they never dropped the price on it. Apparently, Shop Hippo doesn't do like price cuts. They just apparently don't do it. Shop Hippo, if you don't know who they are, they're actually the As Seen on TV people. So they got lots of money.
I'll put it out there. There are some cabs that are on sale there.
Yeah, but I don't think Star Wars is.
No,
my point being, when they got that done, I don't think they've actually put that on sale. I think that's what I saw in chat, someone say. At any rate, what I'm saying is this. They own them. If there's going to be a sale, it's up to Shop Hippo. If there's not going to be a sale, it's up to Shop. Just look at what Shop Hippo's done in the past. That'll give you a good indication of the future. If they sell through them, then there's a good chance that another shipment will come through and it'll go to other retailers. But as of now, this is your only place to get it. I think that should be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying. Trying to think here.
You got a big ass super chat.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Wow, speaking of, wow, look at that. Arrow Mad, thank you so much, man, for the $49.99 super chat, man. Like, it really touches my heart. I don't want to sound like sappy or anything, but I really do appreciate all the love from everybody. You don't have to super chat, but again, it always helps to support the channel. Arrow Man, $49.99 super chat. Towards your Time Crisis Fund. I hope you don't have to sell any cabinets. Great channel. Keep up the awesome content, man. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. So, and I'll leave this pin just to comment on that comment. Sometimes we have to make choices, unfortunately, and like we had to let Tron go. Now we've talked about this numerous times. If we owned a home, we would probably still have Tron because it's like a cool showpiece. I mean, Travis, you have Tron, right?
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it looks really dope with the black lights and everything. But it just didn't get a lot of gameplay. And like, if we had an arcade, obviously you would have Tron in there because that's like an arcade staple.
Yes, agreed.
But because, and I've sure you get some room tours. If you're new to the channel, definitely check out some of my room tours. But check out the newest one because you kind of see dimensions and everything. we needed room and we needed a computer. So for us, it just made sense at the time to sell it, get the computer for the live streams, and kind of just see where this goes. We do have 3 Street Fighter cabinets now. So we have Shinku Hadouken, Yoga Flame, and Big Blue. And I was thinking about moving off of Big Blue since that's where Time Crisis is going to go anyways, and possibly also selling Terminator. But we're just going to have to play it by ear at this point. Like with this news and stuff, maybe we just let Yoga Flame go, because I was planning, we kind of really wanted the new Street Fighter just because that HF5 Dynamo design. I wanted to get a look at that, get it hands on, and bring it into the CornerCade, even though those are the same games that we've kind of known to love already. But I just wanted to bring it in for the form factor. I think that'd be really cool. So maybe that's where we didn't want to let Shinku Hadouken go. That one's kind of special to me. You know, it's the first cab that my wife actually bought for me. So that one, it means a little bit more to me. Plus, it's a badass looking cab.
Look at you getting all attached.
Well, you know, late night, open up the big CornerCade heart here. But you know, long and short, I really do appreciate the super chat.
Yeah, I mean that's a great super chat. It's always really nice to be supported by the viewers and stuff. And I agree with Crownless King. You sold Tron before one of the 3 Street Fighters. Like, come on, son.
Well, okay. Wait, where's that at? We'll put it out there. Okay, here.
Crownless King.
All right, full transparency, my guy. So right now I have all those cabs for sale right now. So I don't have Yoga Flame listed, but I got Mortal Kombat 30th.
Do you want to get rid of that background?
I got. Well, we're going to talk about this in a second, so I kind of just threw it up there, but. Maybe you can undo that for right now. Oh, there we go. There you go. Cool. Learning stuff every day. We got. Yeah, I'll be pro sometime on the computer. So I got Big Blue, Tron. We got. Let me just look around. Mortal Kombat 30th, and we had Terminator all up for sale, right? Well, the one that went was Tron. The guy punched. You know, he made an offer, and boom, it was done. So the other ones are still up for sale. It's just nobody's made a move yet on them, and I think people are maybe waiting for me to like sell them at like $250. And I think
literally someone messaged me asking for T2 for $200, and all I did was like send the laughing, crying emoji. Like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
200.
The lowest we've ever sold a cab for, and believe it or not, I think it was X-Men for 300. We just couldn't find a buyer for it. We usually sell them for $400. So.
Yeah, I mean, what would I even sell? So, if a 81 class of 81 XL came out, oh yeah, thanks, man. I got this for my birthday a while back. How much?
That's awesome, dude.
Dave Chappelle's different characters.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting a class of 81 XL, and then actually I could sell my OG Pac-Man. That would be interesting.
Which one is that? That you got?
The OG, like the original Pac-Man, the very first gen Pac-Man.
Oh, dude, yeah. Dude.
Easy. Listen, it's easy to say, oh, it's the worst of all the Pac-Mans because it doesn't have any of the things. But by the same token, it's the very first arcade one-up I ever bought. A little bit of sentimental value, just a little bit there.
Could you move it out? Like,
yeah. I mean, I'll probably sell it before I move it out. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, great point here. Toxin is saying that Shop Hippo isn't charging shipping, by the way.
Yeah. So someone else was saying that they're including tax and everything in the price. If that's true, then that's actually a huge deal. I don't know if that's true. Let me see. Let me go to there. What is it?
Travis, why don't you just order one and just
let me see what it looks like.
Let's just see what happens.
I'm going to try to fake order one right now.
Yeah, just fake order one. Again, the address is 515. Am I the only one that found that funny? Like, I can't be laughing at my own jokes here.
Comments.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so real quick, like while we're talking about Time Crisis, because we got another little reveal here, and we're kind of segueing since we're talking about Pac-Man. Galaga, like that just like got announced out of nowhere, and I gotta be honest with you, that cab looks dope. Like,
yeah, I know about it. I've known about it for quite a while, but I didn't know when it was going to come out.
Is that the box, Travis? Be honest.
No, it was not the box. It wasn't that either.
Oh, so there's still a cab that's out there, dude.
Yeah, but still, again, it's nothing you're going to care about. Let me.
We care about everything, though.
I get excited about all the new form factors and titles, but you were talking about Pac-Man, buddy. I strongly recommend you getting that Galaga cab.
Oh, I don't need it because I have Class of 81.
Oh,
you know what I really want? You know what I really want is I want the Dig Dug cab, but I want it with a good monitor. Even though it's mostly the same games, that form factor. If it was in deluxe with that shape, I would probably buy it.
It's my favorite cab.
It's such a cool cab, and I love
It's
Dig
got
Dig.
dope artwork and the lava buttons on there and stuff.
I love it.
We should have a
Why
marquee.
can't I find this here? Someone send me the link to the Shop Hippo. Oh, I guess I can go to arcade1up.com and it'll.
Are you gonna share it? Can you share screens? I got mine pulled
Oh,
up.
I will. Let me just pull it up. No, because then I'm gonna fake order it, and people are gonna see my payment information. What's wrong with y'all?
Okay, well, do you want me to fake order it? Because I don't care if people see my payment. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait,
we could just pay our
hold on
bill.
for a
That'd
second.
be great.
Can you please just pay the bills?
Yeah.
What's the sales tax in your state?
5%, I believe, unless it went up.
5.6.
Oh, it's 5.6 according to Mrs. CornerCade.
And it's close to 10 in Washington State. So at it, let's say that this was let's say this was a 650 cab, which I think is what a lot of people would have said. So 650 would have been another $65, would have been $710. So if this ships without any additional tax, it's actually only about $30, $40 more expensive than a $650 version of this with tax and shipping. So it's actually not as expensive. And again, I'm not saying that it should be $750. I'm not saying that at all. However, if they really legitimately are making it so you don't have to pay tax and everything, like people are saying, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Because that's not even, I don't even think that's legal. Like, let me see what happens.
Yeah, that's very odd, but I mean, I'll take it. I wasn't charged any tax on my MVSX. I just kept my mouth shut.
Oh, really? On Shop Hippo? Did you order from Shop Hippo?
No, I ordered that directly from Unico. That's the only place that I know of you can get it. You can get it off like Walmart and Amazon, but I ordered it directly from Unico. I ordered it with the booster stand and then the riser, and it came out to $609, no tax, no shipping.
Yeah, I mean, look, Lethal Fox is even saying that. That's a huge deal. Okay, but Morale said taxes came up for me on Shop Hippo, but some people are saying none. That's actually a huge freaking deal if that's the case. And her total was 7.4. Lethal Wolf, what's your normal tax? Listen, Console Fanboy, I want a MetaQuest 3. I'm not going to get you one. I need to get my own. What are you talking about? Give me one. I don't have no contacts over there. I guess I could if I just reached out, but I don't. Actually, I did go to Meta and beta test something once. So if all that's confirmed is basically a Civic 75 cat, you're not wrong, stupid fan. I mean, technically, if this is true, if everyone, again, I don't know because I can't. It wants me to sign up for an account. I don't want to do all that.
Help my brain wrap around this. You said so. If it's all confirmed, it's basically a 750 cab. Where do you get that from? Because we're paying for the shipping and the taxes.
Yeah, so we deduct that because otherwise you're paying.
Because there's only 2 states without tax, with Delaware and Oregon.
Isn't Florida? They don't have no state income tax in Texas.
Sales tax?
Yeah.
Florida doesn't have sales tax?
I don't think so. Because that's like when I was following the NBA. That's like why LeBron James partially why I went down there to play.
That's different. I'm talking about sales tax. I'm not talking about like income tax.
Okay.
I'm talking about sales tax. When checking out inflating person under the name, put Ukraine. The U.S. pays my bills. It's terrible. Terrible. How dare you?
Lethal Wolf said he bought his.
Yeah, and 6.5% normally, and they did not pay sales tax. That's a big deal. I don't know. Maybe I'll start buying stuff through Shop Hippo from now. I had no idea.
Look at all we're learning today. Look at this.
What else do they sell at Shop Hippo? Do I need to buy other stuff from there now? Is that what's happening?
You want me to share the screen? They have all the cabs on there. They got your Dig Dug on there.
I mean, what other normal life stuff?
No, it's all home arcade, man. But
no, it's not. Art and craft, health and
let's see. Did you want this?
Home and kitchen.
Do they have that chair for her that she wants so bad?
Oh, yeah, let's see. They got this thing. Let's see.
New Hampshire, no sales tax. Okay.
Oh, thank God. All right, guys.
Oh, wait. New Hampshire, no sales tax. I get taxed 70%. Oh, no, that's a different person. Okay, no sales tax in New Hampshire. Okay, gotcha.
There's going to be a lot of back to school stuff.
All right, yeah.
There's zero tax on this. That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Yeah, look at that. There you go, Travis. They got your coffee mug.
Harry Potter. That's funny.
All right. Well, we learned a lot of things here then. That's pretty cool.
It's a big deal. So in a lot of ways, it's better than having it at Best Buy because you definitely sell tax there.
Yes and no. Remember, I get a discount.
It'd be a wash though.
Well, for you,
yes.
How about the 99% of everyone else, and not just you?
Well, yeah, I can only control me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the big thing would be I always do the no interest financing on the Best Buy card. Travis, do you have a Best Buy card or no?
I do,
Yeah, so you know what it's like. You either do the rewards or the no interest.
And you get to, yeah,
And
for
so I
sure.
would have paid like, what, $30 a month or something. Not even. It'd been like $25 a month for Time Crisis, and I think that's worth it to me. But
Yeah. Well, maybe you don't get it then.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
no, buddy, I'm getting it.
No.
He's like, no, it's happening. It's like, all right,
Well,
just
we're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way. But is anybody in the chat getting this? I know some people said that they already ordered theirs.
Today, like during the stream, some people.
Let's go,
which is
dude. We
great.
gotta tell Cyrus.
No,
we just
no,
got him a
no.
couple sales. Give him the.
Don't do it because of me. I feel weird about that. Don't do it because of me. Don't do it because of me. I just feel weird about that. I'm telling you the information. Don't do it because of me, though.
Let's see. Just pre-ordered Time Crisis. I'll send it to you, Danny. I will put it in pieces, though. Hope that's okay. What are you gonna send it like a ransom letter? Like here's the marquee. Here's one gun.
Council fanboy. Just pre-ordered Time Crisis. I'll send it to you, Danny.
I just read that.
Oh, see, I'm reading. I'm not paying attention.
She's like dial-up internet.
Sometimes.
That AOL chime.
Listen, that's old school.
Yeah, put one in the chat if you guys remember the dial-up internet. I'll start it off because I definitely remember that.
Yeah. 14.4.
So Carlo says he'll get this at $3.99 for sure. I don't think it's ever gonna get to that point.
That'd be nice, but probably not.
No, that's not. Yeah, I don't even think it'll go on sale. Okay, everybody remembers the dial-up internet. I love it. Well, let's get the chat back on the screen so people can actually see what's going on.
You are all over the place.
Well, there's a lot going on here, honey.
You're a mess.
But yeah,
150 and 300 bottom. Let's go, Jason. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's real old school. That's back when your video games were all text based.
Yeah, God, can you remember that? It's rough.
Listen, it's not up to me. I'm not giving no one FOMO. If they're fear of missing out, that's on them. Ain't nothing to me. I'm just telling you the truth.
Yep.
This is the truth. What I told you is the truth.
Yeah, like
you do with it whatever you want.
Exactly. It's not.
Don't look at me.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's all like kind of how you like interpret the information. I guess, but we're just giving you facts at the end of the day. Like I want to. It's not phone. I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know.
Stupid fab. It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's great.
That's so true too. Best part of dial-up internet has been spending 20 minutes to log in, only to have mom pick up the phone from another line in the house.
And then drop out.
That is so true.
I think it's safe to say we've all been there. So,
bro, and remember back in the day when you were trying to get your little sneak on, you download them nasty pictures. It takes a while, but it's like one line at a time.
Yeah, it would go like.
Okay, baby, let's go.
That's for any kind of picture. Crownless King Danny, I don't think it'll ever go on sale. Someone clipped us. Well, it's not. So here, Crownless King, let's just be like fully transparent, man. So if they ordered 3,000 of them, it would take. I mean, I don't know. We've been around the home arcade community long enough now, 5 years. If they sold, let's just say 1,500. Let's just say they sold 50% of the stock, and they're still sitting. I mean, think about it. When did Star Wars come out? Because they're still sitting on that no discount.
Yeah, but that was a re-release, so it's not quite the same thing. This is a brand new thing. I would ask this: what did Fast and Furious look like going through Best Buy? Like how can you see stock levels and stuff in Best Buy? Because I don't know how many they made of that. I never asked.
No, I can. No, and that's not that. Not that I know of. I can see how much we bought it for, but
can you see how many are in like available? Even
no,
can't see that. Okay. Do you know why it said why they went out of stock for a little while?
I think that was the initial batch, and then they got another batch in. That's just my 2 cents. So I mean,
totally
yes,
possible.
it could go out, but we just don't know. Like Arcade 1Up isn't fully like transparent on that, saying like, hey, we're gonna have these, because they did say like they were transparent with MVC2. You know, Don D and them were saying like, hey, we're gonna have this first batch. If it sells out, there'll be another batch coming throughout the holidays and stuff. So they were fully transparent with that. It looks like now it's fully back in stock and up and running. But
Thor, so funny.
Oh, what did he say?
No, that one's good with his last comment.
Oh, let's see. Oh wait, that was the worst. Mom picking up the phone and asking, "How much longer is it gonna be?" Thanks. Now I gotta start over now. It's classic, man.
Yeah, this Pamela Anderson picture's halfway downloaded, Mom.
Yeah, just just 5 more minutes. Boundless King says there's been sales on Star Wars re-release.
Oh, okay. Someone in chat said there wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know from Shop Hippo or from Walmart. Maybe I think Walmart. It might have been.
Could be.
Because yeah, I would definitely sell the one that we have to upgrade to the new one because I do like that black T molding and the artwork going all the way down, and then obviously the coin door.
How are people getting all this Costco information? Are they calling people? I think Michael B said, or someone said that they're shipping the XLs, which haven't even been announced yet. Like in a week or so. Like, how do you know that? Costco said they still haven't ordered because it hadn't to mass wherever got in the system yet. How do you know that? Did you call them?
I think
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just asking.
I think people did call, from what I know.
Who do you call? You just call
You just pick up the phone call. Like you can't call a Best Buy, for example. It takes you to some call center in Bangladesh. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You can't call the store anymore. So Costco's probably still running old school, where they'll call the store and then you just get a random employee and just kind of ask like, hey, I was going to buy this or something. Can you help me? Like, is this going to be back? When is it coming in stock? Kind of thing. Or maybe you get a manager on the phone. I don't know.
Gallagher guy says, has ever been a cab that hasn't gone on sale? I think there's been a couple. I don't remember MVC2 going on sale. I certainly don't remember MVC1 going on sale. I don't think X-Men, maybe X-Men for Street Fighter did, but I don't think MVC1 or 2 did. Super chat from Console Fanboy. Kong's review supposed to be tonight. He had said that a couple days ago.
Galaga guy, I do appreciate the $1.99 super chat. Galaga guy, are you going to get the new Galaga Deluxe? I feel like that's a perfect fit right now, right? The cab looks gorgeous, by the way. And it is weird that they had that sticker on the front, just real quick. But if you guys don't like it, just flip the kick plate over. That's what we did on Class A81. I know it's like not arcade accurate. Oh, no. But I flipped the kick plate over, and it was just black in the front. I think that's something you should do with Galaga.
Oh, read Console Fanboy's chat because it's like 1 minute away.
Sure. $4.99 super chat from Console Fanboy says, hey, Kong has an in-depth review of Time Crisis starting in 5 minutes. You should stream it here. Let's all watch it together. How do we do that? And will I get penalized for doing that?
You won't get penalized for it, but you just share your screen and open up YouTube.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Travis. You're always here for your boy.
I don't know. Like you've been doing all night. I don't know.
Guys, real quick, you want to give me a drink too?
Can I have an iced tea?
Yeah, literally, you stole. I was gonna ask for an Arnold Palmer. He stole it right out of my mouth.
That's all. I always have Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer's, yes. Arnold Palmer's are literally the shit. My favorite drink ever.
It's the best drink in the world. Yes,
dude, that's so funny that you love that. That's literally the cans are the best,
100%.
like 100%.
Yeah.
Can we just all? Are you a wrestling fan? Like that Bray Wyatt news? That just.
Yeah, that's really sad, man. That's terrible.
Shocking.
The wrestlers die really young.
I wonder what it was. Was it like a heart failure or something?
It was a heart attack.
Yeah.
So he had COVID earlier this year. It exacerbated problems with his heart, but he was recovering and then just randomly had a heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah, terrible.
That's not good.
Yeah, B looks like he's about to start in 1 minute.
Okay. I will pull this up. Bear with me, guys.
We can react to it.
We're live.
Yeah, it's bad, Damien. I mean, that's just terrible, man. He seemed like such an interesting and seemed like a really kind soul. It's terrible, man. It reminds me of when Eddie Guerrero died.
Yeah, literally. It's like literally the same impact. It's like a main eventer, and it's just boom, like gone.
Yeah, I mean, jeez. So sad. I'm interested to see what Kong has to say. I don't actually know what's going to be in his thing, so I'm kind of curious myself.
So I'm just going to take the chat down just so you guys can kind of see as much as we can. Yeah. We'll make this, I don't know, try to make it a little bit bigger once it starts.
Just make sure you have it so that the audio will come through.
You want the audio to come through?
Get NFL Sunday Ticket and watch your favorite NFL teams out-of-market Sunday games live all season long. Now on YouTube and
yeah, just make it lower so we can. Oh snap!
He loves doing these premiere videos.
Oh yeah, it could have been Hereditary. That's a good point. That's true. But I think COVID messed it up a little bit. That's just hard. Exacerbated probably an existing issue, which is what it does. It's scary.
So you're saying if I had the volume on, we're straight.
I think we're good. It sounds good to me. Ask the chat if they can hear us.
I just don't want to get flagged with anything from B or something.
You know.
Okay.
I mean, I think he'd be okay with us watching that. I don't think he'd have a problem. I think so. I don't think he'd have a problem.
Hey, B is sub to the channel, great. So.
Yeah, B's great, man. I've been working with him a lot the last couple of weeks. He's good.
Hey, this is B from Kongs R Us, and today we're going to do an in-depth review of Arcade1Up's Time Crisis cabinet. Now, I've been talking about this cabinet's release for months, if not over the last year, when it was going to be leaked and revealed. And this cabinet ultimately was sent to me for free from Arcade1Up for purposes of this review. Because I have a lot of experience with the original Namco Time Crisis guns and pedals, I've made my own point-blank cabinet, so I have a lot of thoughts about this I want to share with the community. So first off, I think I wanted to wait until I had all the information for this product, and the price point I think is the most dominating thing people are talking about. Is this worth $749? And what I'd like to do is hopefully just share all the information.
Yeah, he just has the volume down a little bit so we can talk over it sometimes.
Go over if I think it's worth it or not. Ultimately, that's going to be up to you and your wallet if you want to spend that much money, or perhaps wait for a sale that might happen in the future for cabinets like this. So let's get into it. So let's take a look at an original Time Crisis arcade cabinet. This was done by the Games Company, and this was a unique light gun shooter that came out in 1995 and changed the light gun industry, in my opinion. It came with a pedal and a unique recoil feature and just some amazing gameplay and graphics. I remember stepping into that game, ducking and reloading for the first time and shooting these enemies. It was unique, it was different, it felt modern, and I could like hide and actually feel like I was in a shooting game instead of just blindly shooting things. This was such a fun, unique experience. This ran on System 22 hardware. A couple of other great games also ran on that hardware too, Ridge Racer, which you've played. But this was such a fun game to play in the 90s, and it really set the tone. And let's check out Arcade1Up's version of this. They've recreated their own version of Time Crisis in 3/4 scale. It's a deluxe version without a riser here. You can see the 4 games that are included. But let's see a little bit more about what they did with the mechanical recoil feature, because that is probably the most unique thing about this cabinet and these guns, is how they implemented that. So let's take a closer look at that. Now let's take a closer look inside of this replica Namco gun. First off, the gun itself does look really close to the original gun itself. Taking off all the screws here, you can see the top half of the slider reveals a spring which provides extra tension for the recoil mech, and the trigger actually just pulls back this plastic part against this piece here, pulling back the recoil and then making it spring back in place. So that's it. There's no actual solenoid inside, just a plastic part that's moved by several gears inside of this portion here. So removing this section of the gun,
I'll turn on captions. Yeah, you try that. But I think we're sitting over top of the captions.
Yeah, captions aren't available.
You can remove our faces, I think.
And that's how the recoil works. Other things inside of the gun, just first off, the Cinematech is pretty standard in terms of what we saw in T2 and Big Buck Hunter, so no surprises here to the camera section of it. You do see the button switch on the inside here, so pushing the button on the side kind of uses this mechanism to press the micro switch in. Just about the micro switches themselves, I do like that they use.
To be honest, if you really want to watch the whole thing, you should go back and watch it on Beat's channel, just for out of respect, or at the very least leave him a comment and a like after this.
Yeah, we're just chilling here all together watching it.
We're just gonna react on it a little bit, yeah. I don't want to like steal his content. It's like I think we should react on it, and then if you want to hear the whole thing, respect his work and go there and watch it.
Already a little bit of wear on this plastic part, so there's.
So that's the thing that worries me. That little trigger thing, that part right there.
Yeah.
Like, is that gonna hold up at the?
That's like that little spring.
Grease in here to just help this area for longevity. But you can see here, there's also a locking mechanism. When you pull this back and you press the button down, this will lock the gun trigger in place so that you don't have to move anything. Up, and there goes the trigger. And then this is also a nice weighted piece of metal inside of here. So they did weigh the gun stock, which is nice. I've added some weights to my previous gun caps as well. One of the other last things you can do potentially is this is how far the trigger travels to be able to press the spring back. I discovered if you just move this over one little sprocket and essentially start the trigger here, it will travel less to be able to even still manually have that recoil feature. So this is a quick and easy mod that I might recommend for folks for performance ability. This is the stock sprocket. If you just move it over one, it'll just reduce the length of travel needed to press it and might save your finger from getting sore over time. So that's a quick mod that you can do. So let's put it back together and see how it sounds. Now that we've reassembled everything and put the screws back in, you can see that the trigger starts a little bit further back, reducing the travel it takes to initiate the recoil. So in my opinion, this feels much better in hand. The reason being is that maybe it's not as loud on the top for the sliding recoil, but you still get the mechanical, you know, sliding action, but you have to travel less and it's easier to initiate this. Let's compare that with the stock gun here. You have it all the way full strength and you have to start pressing it and pulling it back and see how far it has to travel before you initiate the recoil. Doing this over and over again would definitely tire out your fingers. This allows you to press it a little bit more naturally with ease, and so when you're playing quick fire games, this is going to help out the longevity. So I highly recommend doing this quick mod to move that sprocket over on the gear, just one gear over to reduce the length of travel it takes to initiate versus the stock one, which is fully out there. Hopefully that makes sense. And then when you get these in hand, it's going to make a huge difference in terms of gameplay performance. Let's start off by talking about the cabinet design and shape. First off, this marquee is something that we've not seen before in an arcade cabinet. This is a huge custom box here with a printed marquee plastic part that goes down here into this curved section here. So it's nicely evenly lit from a light on the inside of this. There's very crisp art that you can see here. So the marquee, in my opinion, is really nice and vibrant. Well done on the marquee. I'm glad that they actually made this one solid piece. So this is something that we've not seen before. On the preview, there was a Namco logo.
Real quick. I just want to pause over right here. Travis, you wouldn't know why they removed the Namco logo there, would you?
Can't hear him.
Why can't we hear him?
Mm-hmm.
Logo here, so that's potentially a mod that somebody could put a Namco sticker right here, but otherwise this part does light up in the light as well. The rest of the cabinet, you can see the speakers have this yellow plastic portion for the speaker grill covers, so I've not seen that. That's nice that it's molded in color as well. And then getting to the shape of the design of the cabinet, this is the Deluxe cabinet, one solid piece. So you have the artwork there on the side with the screw cap covers, the Time Crisis logo, System Super 22, breathtaking graphics, and long-lasting thrills. You can see this is where the seam is for the Deluxe panel. There's no riser on this particular cabinet. Down to the front, you can see the Step On It logo with the pedal. Again, there's a section down here for you to pull out the pedal, and this can extend about probably 4 to 6 feet.
Can you hear me?
In terms of
no, you must have been muted.
Tucks in, and you don't want it sticking out. You can
so what I answered your question
completely. And you can have it hiding there as
to answer your question, the company's name is now Bandai Namco. It's not Namco. So my guess is they didn't want to put the old name there.
Oh, yes, that makes 110%. Like, that makes so much sense. Okay.
Remember when I was saying a while back, like, licensors are very picky about things? That's something they would be picky about.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure, because that's not like a representation of their name.
You might think, oh, but it's still part of their name. I get that, and I don't disagree. However, this is the type of stuff that like these licensors get really weird about. It's
100%. You know what they should have done? They should have just put Bandai Namco across.
Yeah, but then people would be like, that's not arcade accurate either. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to argue one way or the other. I think they just figured, what's the point? I'll not put anything. And then let people stick around after.
Let people mod it. Yeah, that makes sense. I do like this pedal here, right? How it just slides right in.
But otherwise, this part does light up in the light as well. The rest of the cabinet, you can see the speakers have this yellow plastic portion for the speaker grill covers, so I've not seen that. That's nice that it's molded in color as well. And then getting to the shape of the design of the cabinet, this is the Deluxe cabinet, one solid piece. So you have the artwork there on the side with the screw cap covers, the Time Crisis logo, System Super 22, breathtaking graphics, and long-lasting thrills. You can see this is where the seam is for the Deluxe panel. There's no riser on this particular cabinet. Down to the front, you can see the Step On It logo with the pedal. Again, there's a section down here.
He is so good at reviews that you really need to pay attention to all the details he's doing, so that when you do your own reviews, like, you hit some of these same things. He's doing a great job.
If you don't want it sticking out, you can actually tuck this in completely, and you can have it hiding there as well. So if you don't want it sticking out, there are two little screws here that on carpet, they kind of do get pushed out a little bit, so you might want to be careful there. One of my cons that I do have about this cabinet is that the front coin door, in my opinion, is too low. This is a nice logo here for the Time Crisis, but I would have loved to have seen this coin door risen to the area where this logo is. If I put my foot right here, it's kind of like by my shins, and it's really low compared to...
Yeah, like real quick, they should have just kept this gray and moved it. Literally, that's what I was telling you. They should have moved this coin door where the top of the coin door is right here. Would have been
So
phenomenal. But
this is such a thing for B. He has such a gripe about this, and he's told Arcade One Up, and they're like, "Oh, okay." I mean, they'll look into it, I think, but it really annoys him like a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Even when I was at Evo, he was like, "God, I hate this." I'm like, well, it's okay.
I mentioned that to you. This is before all of that. I mentioned that to Mrs. CornerCade. I was kind of looking around because like everything's getting a coin door now because we're kind of getting rid of the old, bringing in the new. And I was like, why is the Mortal Kombat Deluxe 6 inches shorter? Like it starts like the normal coin door's here. MK starts like here. And I was like, why do they do that? But I think they were just trying to center it, and maybe the supports on the back, like it maybe just aligned better. But we'll keep going.
Jason said something real quick.
Okay, Jason.
Scroll down a little ways. We said no lit coin door. So we talked about this on one update show a while back, and the reason that you're seeing I think there's two reasons for it. I think the number one reason is these cabs are being made at different times and they're releasing at different times. So some improvements are hitting certain cabs and not hitting others, but their release schedule makes it look like they're all over the place. So for example, lit coin doors could be on every single product that they do moving forward. However, because of the releases, some products that were already in the pipeline without lit coin doors are getting released before. So it's like lit coin door, not lit coin door. While the actual projects are correct, when they're releasing, it looks funky. I think at some point they're just all going to have the thing, but you're right. Like it's really confusing to customers.
Right now, it looks like the ones from the vault with the light up buttons are all getting the light up coin doors.
So you're going to start seeing a lot of light up buttons too, by the by.
I really don't like that.
I know. I don't know why they've decided to do this, but
because like those buttons are going to be like clear now when you don't have them lit, and they're going to make it look like a toy now. Like, not a big fan.
I don't know why they did that.
Well, we'll ask Cyrus next show.
There you go.
I'd be like, Cyrus, please don't stop doing that. All right, we'll continue this.
You know, see my other cabinets when I have it side by side next to these other cabinets that would have a riser. Imagine if a riser was right here. This would be right in the middle of that. So I don't think this has an issue with where the bar is across. I think they could have risen this, so I hope they fix this for future deluxe cabinets. I think the coin door is too low on this cabinet as well. The next feature that's pretty new to this whole cabinet design is this control panel section. So this is kind of one new full piece here that kind of attaches on the inside of the cabinet and juts out. This is replicating the original Time Crisis 1 cabinet design. Even though that cabinet design was a one-gun shooter, there was like this little U-shaped divot in between. They did make this a two-gun cabinet for the other games besides Time Crisis, but the rest of the control panel is pretty plain. Just a red section here for artwork, nothing else sticking out right there because it's replicating that initial jut out section. I do like the art here for this little section here with instructions for the original Time Crisis game here. So really nice replica, high quality graphics in my opinion. You know, it's a little bit scratch resistant. We'll see how it does in public in a few days once it gets out there. The bezel, very, very clean. It's just black here. I know that the Sinnen border does bother some people, so Sinnen borders I'll talk about in just a little bit, but the graphics, again, pretty clean. So if that's something that somebody wanted to mod and put a secondary, like maybe bigger monitor, that might be an easy swap out. But that's it for the cabinet design and art. Overall, it is super tall, about 70 inches. It's one of the largest Arcade 1-Up titles there. I believe it is the largest besides Big Blue. So you can see my Big Blue in the corner right over there. It does stand just a few inches taller than Big Blue. And this is where the monitor sits. So hopefully you guys can see that. So one of the main concerns about the Time Crisis cabinet has been the screen size. This is your standard 17-inch BOE monitor that is in a lot of different Arcade 1-Up cabinets. So you have an IPS screen, yes, but because of the Sinnen border, which is about 1/4 of an inch thick, you lose 1/2 inch of screen real estate for about 16.5 inches of playable real estate on the cabinet there. You can still play and navigate the menu using the gun system here. So the gun system, let's just go through the different games lists that you can see here. So again, Time Crisis, Steel Gunner, Steel Gunner 2, as well as Point Blank. I have logged into the Wi-Fi, so there are high score leaderboards. Let's take a look at the leaderboards. For Time
All those
Crisis, we
are
have story
QA
fastest
testers.
time mode. You can also
Those
get
scores.
into,
Yeah.
let's see, story damage, time attack stage 1, time attack stage 2, 3, story fastest time. So that's story accuracy. These are the different high score levels that you can play through. Let's check the other scores for Steel Gunner. You have total scores for Steel Gunner 1 and 2. This is a little bit cheesy because you can keep just coining in and pretty much play the game all the way through and keep getting a high score. So this one, I would have loved to have seen like a 1/4 challenge or something like that to that effect, but I guess it's sort of replicating the arcade experience. And Point Blank, you have total scores for easy, total scores for expert, total scores for very hard, and an easy total score, expert total score. Let's say you have 3 different leaderboards: easy, expert, and very hard total score. So those are the leaderboards that you can play online. Take a look at the options for Time Crisis. You have network settings, restore factory settings, menu effect sounds, background music, checking for updates, gun calibration. So we'll get into the gun calibration in just a bit. Let's see if there's any other options here for here. Looks like all the same different options for Steel Gunner games, and as well as Point Blank. Pretty much the same different settings for all of these things. Let's check the gun calibration menu so you can see what happens here. So in the gun calibration menu, you do have to press and hold the trigger button and the side button together for 3 seconds. So once you do that, it's going to
You never
move the
know.
cursor to the
Maybe
center
next
of the
year,
screen.
maybe another
And
run.
from there, I'm going to aim, check my sight, and shoot.
There's the off chance there'll be another run
Here,
later
I
this year
gotta
if
get
this
it
sells out
all
very
done.
fast.
If I do this from straight on, I can now
Who
see
knows?
that the gun has been calibrated. I do want to talk about the drag that you see on the screen. So the screen drag that you see for the cursor, I've been told that this is on purpose, that on the menu screens, the drag for the cursor is evident, so it makes it smoother for you to type in things like your email address and actually navigate the menu. As you can tell on the main menu screen here, it's kind of hard to aim and then shoot at that little cursor right there. So having it a little bit slower dragged across the screen lets you shoot and get to that little point a little bit more accurately. So there has been menu drag on here. I would also say there's some visible drag on games that have a cursor on the screen. So Steel Gunner 1 and 2, I'll show you some quick gameplay in just a little bit, does have a cursor on the screen, which does have a little bit of cursor drag on it. But for games like Time Crisis and Point Blank, there's no cursor on the screen, and the Cinder Light Gun is pretty accurate, moving from space to space really quickly without any cursor drag or performance issues. So that is something that I visibly noticed. I'm hoping Arcade 1Up can put some information on the calibration menu that mentions that cursor drag reasoning so that people don't anticipate that this is an issue within the game. But that is something I wanted to bring up here in the menu system and calibrating the game. And before I show you some of the gameplay of Steel Gunner, I did want to just mention that I am noticing a little bit of stutter for the cursor on the screen. If I'm moving it quickly enough, you can see that cursor is actually kind of stuttering and stuck a little bit. So I don't know if this is an issue with the PCB either overheating or if there's some other issue that is preventing the camera from tracking that well. But it is a little bit of a concern that I can see some of that visible stutter when I'm moving across the screen. It doesn't seem to happen in game, but in menu when I'm trying to navigate, I'm trying to get to a spot and I'm quickly moving. I'm not sure if that's something they can optimize in a future update. I would highly recommend the Arcade 1Up, QA team or so take a look at that to see, because there is some stutter here as I'm moving across the screen. So something to think about. But let's check out some of the cursor gameplay for Steel Gunner. Alright, so here's Steel Gunner 1. As you can see, the cursor is lined up and I'm shooting, and as I'm moving across the screen, you can still see that there is a little bit of that cursor drag happening on the screen as well. So let me see if I can line it up.
By the way, if you own T2,
I
I think even Nike Fox has this. It has it as well, but T2's is actually worse. So
I was gonna say something. I didn't want to interrupt the video here, but I was like, I remember T2 having like cursor drag too.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because the original game wasn't a light game. So what's happening here is this is a light gun that is being converted into what is essentially a mouse game, because the original games were used. There was a inside the gun there was I forget what they're called, but essentially in moving the gun up, down, left, right, it's almost like moving a mouse. So it's instead of being able to do that, because these are not obviously mechanically connected to the thing, it's now doing that with a light. So my guess is the drag has something to do with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. B is super fair, which is why I'm so happy they gave him the cab, because he'll highlight the good stuff, but he has no problem showing you anything he thinks is wrong with it.
Holding down the button for shooting, and then you're moving the cursor. This cursor drag was really evident as well on T2. I'll show a quick video here side by side that you can see that the cursor drag existed here too. I'm not sure why people didn't mention if this was an issue or not.
That's
but
interesting,
I think it is
isn't it?
something to think about in terms of the performance. You only see it when the smoothing effect cursor is on the screen. It doesn't impact time crisis or point blank as far as I'm concerned, but I did want to mention that it is something visible that I've seen.
Oh, look at that. He said there's cursor drag on his other tab too.
Take a look at.
So at the end of the day,
my gun for AR and the Sinden
this is why you like B, because he's fair. You can have any kind of narrative you want, but he's doing the work.
Keep an eye out for. All right, here's some full gameplay of Time Crisis 1 right now. So we're gonna do the.
I want to see his foot on the pedal there, see if it like shifts and pushes.
Stepping on right here. I'm gonna try to do some gameplay.
Looks like he has it behind his stand though, so maybe it does push a little bit when you're playing.
A lot of recoil mode that I'm going to be doing here. Stepping on the pedal, shooting. The characters are the bad guys. Pretty accurate. There's no cursor on the screen for Time Crisis 1. So this is pretty accurate to the arcade in terms of that experience, right? That you can play this, not have a cursor on the screen. I know main versions of the game will have a cursor. You can turn that off. But I kind of like having that real original feel of the arcade. Where you are trying to be as accurate as you can. You can see me stepping on the pedal here.
What's going to be interesting about this
that's
is score chasing on this game.
Option too is you can
There's going to be so many people like, no, I need it faster.
Press the button. It can be another way for you to initiate that standing up feature and hiding feature. So you can have that button or the pedal that you're using. But obviously Time Crisis is much more known for using that pedal. So stepping on the pedal, shooting, you're getting some nice feedback from that pedal. It can take a lot of weight, I feel like. Accuracy in the game, I do feel that the accuracy of the game is pretty good for Sinden Tech. Sinden is known for being really accurate, just like Gun for AR. The only differences between the two are the borders. So you do lose that half-inch of border screen real estate due to the white border. A thing like Gun for AR, which I'll do some gameplay afterwards, does not have that border. So that's one of the benefits of that. But otherwise, in terms of performance and emulation, this is I would say a decently more easier game to emulate. It's using the System 22 hardware, which is the same as the Ridge Racer game. So if you really enjoyed Ridge Racer and you played that yourself, the emulation is on par, if not just as good. I don't see any stuttering. I'm not that familiar with the original hardware of the arcade, but not seeing any freezing in the gameplay. Accuracy, again, as I mentioned, is pretty good. I know some people in the original gameplay video that I posted had mentioned that there might be an audio lag from the recoil to the time where you see the bullet on the screen. I honestly think that's because of the manual recoil feature, that the recoil gets triggered before the micro switch is fully pressed. So that might be one of the reasons you could see or hear some audio delay. But for me, it's pretty close from the time that I'm pressing the trigger and when I see it on the screen. Again, that's what I'm talking about, is when you press this, you kind of see that trigger pull back before I finish my micro switch button. So let's just finish off stage 1 so you can see some of that gameplay.
I haven't played Time Crisis since I worked in an arcade. It is a fun one. I wouldn't mind playing it again, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's that arcade nostalgia. This is going to be a dope game. Obviously, if they had Time Crisis 2 and you could link tabs like you did Fast and Furious, it'd be unbelievable.
So, one of the options you can play, if this does get tiring even in the middle of a stage, you have the ability to turn off the recoil, especially when I'm fighting this freaking helicopter there. So here I am going to click this button, push it back, and now I'm going to shoot a little bit quicker now, because now I don't have the recoil feature. So locking it allows you to shoot much faster.
See you later, Kevin.
Into performance and trying to just shoot as quickly as possible, then yeah, I would recommend maybe turning off the recoil if you just want to go for time mode and just try to play as fast as possible. And original, I would say other light gun games like Area 51 and Lethal Enforcement, those games used Suzo half guns, which didn't have the recoil feature. That's what made Time Crisis so
right,
nice,
Justin. And I think
feature,
it's other games on this tab that'll have the replay.
You're getting tired of manual recoil,
or if you're trying to beat it in like a fast time, like that'll be what some people do.
Get back to recoil mode.
I still think, just quick get into it. I still think Time Crisis has somewhat replay value. Like, I don't know. I won't know until we're actually like in it. Because I mean, think about it. We play Street Fighter all the time. It's the same stuff over and over and over again.
I mean, kind of. But with Street Fighter, you can have 2 players. I think you two are going to have fun playing some of the 2. I think more specifically.
We're gonna have a blast playing Point Blank. And I think we're gonna definitely do that for a game night, guys.
Oh yeah, you got to do that.
That'll be dope. But I think Time Crisis will be cool. I think I will, just because it's just, I don't know, it's just got that, for me at least. I can't speak on everybody, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, if it is tiring, I do recommend possibly doing that trigger mod that I mentioned earlier when I broke down the screen video. It just makes it that much easier to press down the trigger button. And I think that's what we're trying to do, is like still as much as possible keep the solenoid feedback while making it easier to play. That would be the most ideal scenario. So yeah, just think about making it a little bit easier to pull back. And I did it with the player 2 gun, so I'm still playing with the player gun that I have not done that mod yet. But there's area 3 clear. Let's see if we can finish out the game. All right. Going to fast forward. Here's the boss area. Okay, here we go. Shooting. I feel like I need to be pretty accurate with this one, so I might turn off recoil. Let's turn off recoil. See if I can just shoot guys.
See, it's smart that they even thought to take off recoil. I think that's another thing.
That is nice, because just like in Terminator, that rackety rack, it gets a little much sometimes.
You can pull the screen a lot faster.
I want to know how the speakers are on this thing.
Stage 1 of Time Crisis. Alright, here's gameplay of Steel Gunner 2. This is just one of those rail shooter games originally that was mounted and would have feedback. So you do have to press the button and hold it down to shoot your continuous machine gun. And unfortunately, there is no, feedback.
So you're not clicking it, you're just holding it down?
Yeah, I think this is going to be not as fun.
No, that's not fun if you're just holding it down, you're just doing this.
But it is a fun game to kind of shoot through. I think people would enjoy playing this at least once. It is another gun to play on the cabinet. You don't have to continuously fire. You do have this button here for shooting your missiles as well. And I believe, let's try pressing the pedal button. Okay, so the pedal button does not act as a missile button. I was hoping that the pedal would actually do something in this game too, like do that.
Yes, Morale, Time Crisis is a solo player game.
In Steel Gunner games, but press the button and you shoot the missile. So you have that extra missile there for, don't shoot the civilians. But those are the, the button functionality for these particular games. So decent game to play. I think it's the graphically, it's kind of the classic cartoony style game that you would see from the early 90s. Can't remember exactly when this game came out, but this is the sequel, Steel Gunner 2. So yeah, I would enjoy playing these games on my modded arcade game. And it's just another rail shooter game like T2. Look at the graphics, kind of like 3D, moving forward quickly. Kind of like Revolution X T2 style graphics on here. So not bad for an add-in game. I would say ranking of the games on the cabinet, in my opinion. Point Blank would be my favorite, then Time Crisis. And then I'd probably do Steel Gunner 2, and then Steel Gunner 1 would be my last ranking on this game. So here's Steel Gunner 2 gameplay just for a little bit more, and then we'll test out Point Blank. All right, now this is Point Blank. This is actually one of my favorite all-time shooting games. If you couldn't tell, I was inspired to make my own Point Blank cabinet. But this game is super fun, and it does require a fast trigger finger on here as well. So when you're playing it, definitely consider doing the mod or turning off the recoil, because as you get into later stages when you need to press it quickly, you do need to be able to fast fire as quickly as possible. Accuracy in this game is key to be able to shoot your targets in different locations. I feel like I'm a pretty decent shot in this game. So I got 30 octopuses out of 25. So this is one of my favorite games of all time. I just love all the little mini games. And again, if you're trying to play for accuracy and performance, I would consider turning off the recoil. So let's play a stage without recoil. We're gonna 75 targets here, shooting the bad guys. So pew pew pew. This game also does not have a cursor, just like original Time Crisis 1. So from here, you just gotta rely on your lights gun accuracy to see how well you can do. Again, the Sinden tech is, from my opinion, pretty accurate. It's very much so like Gunfire R. The difference is just that little border. So here we go, 35 targets. Not bad, right? Not bad. Okay, get through a couple more stages here. Here we are shooting the 18 targets here. And again, I have the recoil off right now because I need to be pretty darn accurate and pretty darn quick. So if I'm playing this without the recoil, I feel like it can get pretty quickly through my trigger. All right, oh, it's going quicker. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did I get it? Did I get it? 27 targets. All right, nice. All right, so here's the last one. It's a meteor. Shoot every meteorite before they reach Earth. Okay, I am protector of the Earth. I'm shooting meteorites. 1, 2,
The answer is
Is B
yes.
having fun?
4, 5,
Oh, yeah,
6,
B's-
7. Boom,
He was
boom,
doing this
boom.
during the
light
live
guns are-
event. He's like, hold on, give me one
light
more
gun
round.
games are about feel, honestly. If you ever played an original light gun game on a CRT, you never had a cursor on your screen. You just kind of had to get your bearings right, and then it's all about checking how. Oh no! Oh no! Earth exploded! I shot the bomb! Dang it! All right, I lost the life. Ugh. It really is about feel. So I still think you can be pretty accurate in
This
this.
game is pretty fun.
You know,
though.
without
looks
playing
like
it.
it.
So let's turn the recoil on, and again, doing something like this where you have to protect people and shoot a ton of targets. I think it's really difficult to play it with the recoil in its current state. So I highly recommend for performance, if you're looking for accuracy, maybe turning off the recoil or doing that really quick mod where I reduce the length of travel it takes to initiate the recoil. And then I can do some player 2 gameplay in just a little bit, and you can see the difference for that. Okay, so let's do that. So with this player 2 gun, I did reduce the travel in order to initiate the recoil. So let me do a challenge. I can challenge now, and I'm just gonna play on the player 2 side so you can see the difference now. So now I'm able to easier, I feel like, press the trigger button and still have some recoil feature. So it is a little bit of a trade-off for not having it as loud, but I do think there is absolutely a performance benefit to doing that mod. All right, 25 targets or more. Nicely done. So I'm playing 22 side. Let's see if I can keep it going. All right, let's do it. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, there.
Cool.
That was tough. They're fun little mini games. All right, this one's very hard. We need to shoot the bad guys. 35 targets. Holy crap! In 25 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Had you ever
4,
played
5,
this game
6.
before in the
Oh,
arcade?
I missed.
No,
I think I'm
never.
dead already. Nope. Oh, I said a bad guy. I'm out. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
You didn't.
Oh my goodness.
I've never
This
even
game is
seen this
freaking
cab.
hard.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
have fun playing this.
Nope.
I think
Nope.
so.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Oh my goodness. I barely got it. Oh, so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
this
playing
one's like
time phase.
Holy
bro.
crap.
Yeah,
26
I can see why
targets.
this
Man,
would be
that's a tough
addicting
game.
because you want to get better at it.
All right,
Yeah,
bonus
this is like a
stage.
score
See
chase.
if
You
I
want to
can
get better and
lock
better and
back
better.
here.
Yeah.
Shoot that one.
The vessel's all in it
Bonus.
now. He's like,
Really
yes,
nice.
let's
Really
go.
Let's go, dude.
I'm so excited.
Let's do the leap stage.
He's going
You
Borat
gotta
over there,
shoot
full
one
Borat.
leap. You got one bullet to do it.
And that's real quick. Like that's what. Thank you. Like this is what it's about, guys.
Yeah.
Like we can all have our opinions on everything, but like
Yeah.
just be excited and happy. Like this is cool. Like we're getting cool stuff. Like there's no need to say, the price point sucks, the pedal's cheap, the guns are crap. It's like, okay, then go buy a real arcade for like
Well,
$5,000 and then
You're
clean
right.
all
And
the
here's
rap
the
shit
other,
out of it.
there's something for everybody, right? But some things aren't for those same people. So, for example, the Atari cab. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't want it. It's not for them, which is
Yeah.
fine. CasinoCade, same thing. Not for them. But there are people in this community that got the CasinoCade and love it. There are people that are excited for the Atari cab. Why would we shit on their fun?
Yeah, exactly. Like
I love
we're
my
gonna.
multicade. I love at games. I've never said anything bad about Ultimate. I'm not even gonna say anything about like if you wanna get like real arcades and stuff, that's cool. That's on you. That's great. Like I'm excited for you. I'm never gonna shit on you for that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you why I don't want big cabs and why you shouldn't get big older cabs. I'm gonna say, cool, go do it, man. Go have fun with your money. I'm out of your pockets. It's just
Yeah, like
weird
this
to me.
is. You spread the love. This is what it's about. Like I was telling you guys, like at ALU, I have no nostalgia for that. I'm not a multi-K guy, even though I have an MVSX, and it is cool. But I don't ever like shit on ad games. It's like,
yeah, like why?
People that love ad games, cool, dude. Like
so what? Like it's very strange. This community is very strange sometimes.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Oh, my accuracy was terrible. Dang it! I blame the gun calibration. No, that's probably user error right there. All right.
The one question I have, and we can kind of see it here, is he pointing down? Like, is the screen height close to Big Blue's height, or is he pointing more straight?
Oh my goodness, yeah, my
Hard to tell.
calibration is way
Looks like
off
he's
right
slightly
now.
pointing down.
What happened there? I got closer to the gun. I think I need to be further back. I think I was too close, and I think that's a ruin my accuracy. I need to be at least.
Yeah, so you can be
back.
between 1 and 5
You
feet
wanna
away from the
stay
cab.
At least a few feet back, because the camera.
But from what I understand,
cannot
being
pick
too
up the
close is not
border
good.
if it's super close. So you don't want to be shooting like this towards the screen. You want to be a little bit further back. This is about 2-3 feet away. I probably could step back even a little bit further. But yeah, I would say definitely at least 2 to 3 feet away so that the camera can pick up the full sensor there. Okay, let's shoot all the.
Carl, what you mean? Like, I don't like the Atari 50 yet. That's not for me, but I'm not saying
1, 2, 3.
not to buy it.
Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, when I go play it, there are going to be games on that cab I will like for sure. I'm not sure that I like the way it looks at all. But if there's people out there that are hyped, that are Atari hardcores, I'm not going to tell them, what are you doing? It's so dumb. Like, why would I do that? It's dumb.
I need to shoot 10 of my blue targets in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Look at everybody saying I need an ALP now.
You like pinball?
Okay, let's shoot blue targets.
Yeah, pinball's cool. But we
I
just
like
don't have
pinball.
we don't have like a lot of room in our arcade. So like we can't. The only way we can get one is putting it in the closet. We took the closet doors off to add 2 more arcades in the room. But then we'd be losing a cab if we did that. So it's like I'm trading 2 cabs for 1. Do I want to do that?
21 birds. All right, let's just finish out a few more stages, and then we'll go through final thoughts. This is the stage where you need to press it as fast as you can. Oh, I should have just turned off the recoil for this one. Even with the recoil mod, it's not good.
That's a fun little game right there where you're trying to go as fast as you can.
Looks intense.
Shoot as fast as you can. Too much tension.
He's having too much fun.
So some games you just absolutely
This game's
cannot
fun. We'll have fun.
for sure. Okay, I didn't do that one. This is very hard. Shoot 20.
Jesus, Nova Sonic is
1,
6'10".
2, 3. Man,
That's
it goes fast and
intense.
quick. I don't remember these
6'10"?
being that hard. I thought
That's
I
almost
was
2 feet taller than me.
It's like Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You play for
Well,
the
you can't-
NBA?
Shoot.
Yeah, you can't. Nova Sonic, you can't play any arcade 1-up.
Keep shooting the bombs.
Like you have to get the real
I passed, I'm
arcades.
dead. I lost 2 lives. I beat it, but I lost 2 lives. Oh my goodness.
If you like pinball,
Okay.
for sure,
And it's-
doing like an
this
ALP
stage is
makes the
shooting
most
UFO, I
sense.
believe.
Because you can
Okay,
put
one
just
shot,
about
one
anything
shot,
you want
shoot
to on the
UFO.
thing.
Oh my god, I
100%.
missed.
Okay, I guess Nova
Alright,
Sonic
I
did
think
play
that's
for the
just me.
NBA. Looks like the
I'm better
Raptors.
talking now.
What team were you on, buddy? Now the chats are
Okay,
flying. Hold on, guys.
alright,
Let me
so
try
I
to
think
keep
we
up
did
here.
everything. The final stage of Point
Virtual
Blank
Dello says
is the
Vice
fireworks
Danny
stage.
won't
So
need
when you're playing
to.
here, you're just shooting as many fireworks as you can in 5 seconds. No.
Stick tables.
I didn't miss. Missed 5 targets.
Oh.
Okay, so that's Point Blank for
What?
you. Again, this cabinet is pretty dang fun in my
We're gonna be
opinion,
happy.
especially with the Point Blank
Stock and stick
cabinet.
tables. Is
So
that
let's just go over
pinball?
quick final thoughts,
know
and
what's
we'll
happening.
end the video.
Here,
Here's a
you love
little
the chat on your
fun
phone.
fact.
The Terminator 2 guns actually do work with the Time Crisis cabinet. They use the same connection point here. So if you plug this in, it actually does work
That's interesting.
just like the Time Crisis guns. Unfortunately, the recoil feature inside of this game does not work. Imagine though, if somehow Arcade 1UP could get the software of these games for Steel Gunner 1 and 2.
I had to see that,
to
Mike.
work
My
with the
cock
recoil
hurts.
function
That's
of
interesting.
T2. It would give you some extra options to.
I used to be
use
excellent
T2
basketball
guns and
facts.
use it with a different
Gallagher
game
guy, I
because it
think
has
that's
a
what
solenoid
honest
design. I don't
reviews
think it's, easy
need to be. I'm not
implement
talking
to
about
because the
people being
solenoid is
critical.
actually
Absolutely should be
activated.
critical of
It's not even
things.
a real solenoid. It's like this little
I'm
spinning
saying
plastic
shitting on
piece,
people.
that
There's a
does get
difference.
activated through the software from T2.
Yeah,
But it
there's
would
a
be
big
simple to
difference.
play
You're
this
just
game
hating the
using a
hate.
T2 gun that actually
There's
works.
one thing where you can say like, hey, the marquee's like not bright enough. Like this is kind of what I would recommend. Or the guns are a little like. Listen, they listened to us at T2. They even B was surprised when he took the gun apart. There's a weight in the handle. He was like, "Oh wow! Like I didn't even know that." Like it, and so I'm sure Arcade 1UP is listening and saying like, "Hey, look at this is what we're trying to do," and then they're trying to fit in a certain price point too.
Well, yeah, console fanboy, if they hate super funny. Okay, fair.
The side button works for missiles as well. So Steel Gunner 1 and 2 were rail shooter games just like T2 was, and if we could use these Uzis for that game, that would be fun. So this is just a little fun fact that you can use the T2
Yeah, this is a
guns.
great
I'm
review.
not sure if Buck Hunter would work
Very
the
in
same.
depth.
I don't have my Buck Hunter
Yeah.
guns anymore, but I would venture to say maybe it
Yeah, that's
would,
why we're
and
playing
the
it for you
combat
guys.
feature
Like
would
so
be
you
really
can
so,
catch both of our
to
streams
use
here.
there. So just something else you can get extra value out of your T2 guns if you wanted to.
Okay, so final thoughts about the Arcade One Up Timecasters cabinets. Is it worth $749? At this time, I don't think it's worth it at that particular price point. I think it's about $50 too much. I was expecting this to be about a $699 cabinet in line with their T2 release that came out as well. That only had one game on it. I know there's some additional features on here like the sliding recoil and the battle design. So they have put a little bit of extra time into this. It's the largest Arcade One Up cabinet with the new marquee design. But did it justify the price to be that $749 price point? In my opinion, no. I don't think it's worth it at that retail price, but that's just my particular opinion. If you really love Time Crisis, and again, what are these cabinets for? Who are they designed for? They're for people who love seeing, original or like close to arcade replica cabinets in their collection. And this is one of the most beautiful Arcade One Up cabinets that I believe they put out to date, in my opinion. It looks fantastic, the height, the build. So from a look standpoint, it's very impressive to have in your collection. Can you swallow the price points or can you wait for a sale? I would definitely recommend waiting for it to come down in price a little bit if it does. This cabinet is nice to have if you don't have a lights gun cabinet build yourself. If you really are just a fan of Time Crisis and want to play the game, there are other options out there. You can buy Sinden Light Gun for about $150 to be able to play it. I believe there's a retro shooter option that you could have as well. There's Gun for IR, the high-end quality, system that you can mod any type of gun into that I went for. But all those options will allow you to play the game however you want to, and Arcade One Up's version of it.
And just real quick to touch on that, and we spoke about this yesterday. So, you can buy a CRT and a light gun, but are you just going to play it on the floor and then me and Mrs. CornerCade just lay on the floor and play at it? How would that look in your home arcade? So, a lot of people that get Arcade One Up, we're not getting it because, that's the only way to play the game. We're getting it to build an atmosphere. So when you have a party or you have, family over and friends, it's whoa, I can jump on this, real replica Time Crisis cabinet. That's cool. Oh, there's a Fast and Furious. There's Mortal Kombat, Joust, Blitz. This is dope. You're buying it for the atmosphere. That's the difference. It's the nostalgia atmosphere as opposed to just getting an ALU or just a multi-cade where you can hook all this stuff up. How they have those big $5,000 47-inch TV, big multi-cades. There's a difference here. You're kind of paying for the atmosphere.
Hey, Justin, real quick, if you can find a YouTube video that shows that issue, link it up. I want to see it.
A real version of the arcade is still hundreds, if not thousands of dollars more. It's hard to kind of put in your house. So there's all sorts of reasons why Arcade One Up's version is good for folks that just enjoy having a home arcade. So I wanted to be able to put that out there and let people decide for themselves what they want to do and decide to purchase this cabinet. I really highly recommend doing that little gun mod to make it a little bit easier to pull the trigger, because that is one of the biggest things that I have an issue with, is the longevity of that manual recoil. The coin door is a little bit too low in my opinion, and then the camera tracking I thought was an issue at first, but it turns out my Gun for R also has some of that same tracking issue on T2 and Still Gunner, so can't say that.
No, Krellis King, real quick, because this is a question for you, honey.
What?
So she's watching the.
I just responded.
Yeah. So no, Krellis King, she's not sleeping, so we don't get to see some of the. So if you guys have Restream, you only get the basic professional version. She's keeping an eye on the chat so we don't miss out on any type of super chats and memberships, because we keep missing out on some of the memberships. So we do want to be able to call you guys out and congratulate for memberships. She's also scanning the chat because I can only do so much. So it's nice having a co-host here to be able to bring up those comments and stuff. So when she's looking down a lot, it looks like she's sleeping, but she's not.
I'd say that's at the fault of Sinden and the hardware, because if my big machine does that same thing, then I don't think it's an issue with this particular cabinet. So again, the biggest faults on here, the gun recoil feature kind of getting tiring after a little while, and then the coin door too low. Those are my two big things that I have big issues with. And the last big one obviously is the price point. So if it does come down, I would have loved to have seen this at $699 or lower. If it can get even lower than that, more fantastic, but it's up to you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up.
Great review. Please, everyone, go over to B's review and leave a thumbs up. Please. We watched them, but technically we stole a couple of views from them. So please go over there, leave them a thumbs up. You can leave a comment, but if you leave a thumbs up, that's good for the algorithm for them and everything. So help them out. And Justin, please do look. I can get these issues looked at. I just need some type of proof or something to look at. Stop looking at YouTube. Close this down. Put your woman.
I was giving him a thumbs up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, see, and this is exactly why we watch it. This is exactly why we watch
so
it.
Excited.
So listen, I love you guys in the chat. I love you, Travis, and I love my wife. Like, I'm just happy to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Mike Hawkhurst, welcome to the Cornercade crew, my guy. I really appreciate it. See, we can't see, so we'll bring this up right here. Let's go. I love it, dude. The emojis are flying. Travis, you gotta help us out, man. Like, I don't know what to create. Like, you're supposed to tell a story through these, and I can't put like
like you sitting, then you getting up, and then you holding a "Let's Go" sign.
You can't put like the Cornercade crew. Like, do you have like memberships and stuff? I don't remember.
I think so. I haven't done anything with it in years.
In a while, yeah.
I found an artist and just paid him a couple bucks to make little emojis and stuff, and then uploaded it.
Give me that content. I'll pay him a couple bucks because I want to be able to give you guys more as much as I can here. So
I gotta run to the restroom. So go ahead and react
do your
to
thing, yeah.
Fanboy's video. You got to pull up his video because he wants you to react to it, and he'll start super chatting you if you don't do it. So you need to.
Oh God, here we go. It's another. Wait, was this a video from today where it was like the toilet-cade and all that stuff?
Yeah,
we already saw that.
I was gonna comment and say CornerCade.
CornerCade. I'll bring it up for you, Mr. Council Fanboy.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hold on a second. I don't know if
He said there's another one.
Hold on. Oh, there's another one? Okay. Mm-hmm. There's another video? Council Fanboy, help me out. There's another one. BK. Does anybody here actually like Burger King? Like, if we go Burger King or McDonald's, what are you picking?
McDonald's.
You're going McDonald's?
Yeah.
It's maybe because if we had it so much recently. Burger King's pretty good.
With the whole keto thing, it's got to be a good burger, and I don't think Burger King does a very good job.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it's hit or miss, though, with where you live. Like, our area sucks.
Yeah,
I know that there's good ones.
The Burger King sucks there's no love. They don't cook with love around here.
They forget everything. They're out of things, and they, like, sub it. What did you got that spicy chicken sandwich?
Oh, my God.
But they were out of it that time, and they gave you an original chicken sandwich.
So, yeah. So real
talk
before we got got on DoorDash, guys. And, Travis, you're back now. So we were talking Burger King and McDonald's. And Burger King is good, but they got to make it with love. Like, our Burger King sucks. So
Burger King only has a couple of good things, and it's not burgers.
So, but I got the cha-ching, or the cha-king or whatever, and that was good. But the time that I ordered it, because I've gotten it before, I'm like, dude, this is a bomb-ass chicken sandwich. And the time that I got it, they replaced it with like the regular chicken sandwich. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Which I like those. I know they're nasty, but
it's like a chicken patty.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a couple of good things at Burger King. Their breakfast sandwiches are good. Their French toast sticks are good.
Their breakfast sandwiches are good.
Yeah, and the chicken sandwich is good. I did a video on my other channel where I tried their Impossible Burger.
Oh yeah, the Impossible Whopper. Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's all right. I've had it before. It's okay.
You've had it?
Yeah.
It's not worth buying, though.
You've gotten it for me when I was at IKEA before. You've gotten me the regular and that.
I don't recall.
I've seen this video, by the by. But we can watch. We can watch. It's fine.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
All the YouTubers like Bill Retro Gaming, Super Game Room Dudes, and Michael B talking about the same cabs not once, but twice. I figured maybe I should talk about the same bullshit cabs too. I mean, if Biggie Dick can copy everyone, why can't I copy everyone too? So from now on, I'm gonna start a new segment on my channel called Arcade 1UP Quick Review. It's my version of what every other 1UP YouTuber is doing, only my version is gonna be honest. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first one is the CasinoCade. If you buy this, you're a fucking idiot. The next one is Street Fighter Deluxe. This one has P on the front. You don't want to buy that one. The next one up is Time Crisis. If you pay $800 for this, don't ever talk to me again. The next one after that is the Arcade 50th Anniversary. This is the fucking ugliest shit I've ever seen in my life. And finally, the Galaga Cab. They rehashed the living shit out of this for the past 5 years. If you buy this for the 5th time, you're also a fucking idiot. Thanks for watching my review. See you next time.
That song gets me every time. We gotta get like a little catchy theme like this. Is there anything at the end? No.
I literally can't with him.
That's our council fanboy. Back at it again with another one.
Maybe it's not funny. It's definitely funny.
Yeah,
You can't hurt laughing. I was smiling.
I just want to. I know. Listen, I know it's been played out. We've watched it a million times. I absolutely positively have to watch that one that short he did on you guys. I have to watch it again because I cry every time I watch it. Can we watch it one time?
Yeah, we can watch it one time.
I just
as long
need
as we
to
get tears in the tears.
I just
for
need to
fears
watch
in
it one
the.
more time. I need to see it one more time. It's one of his shorts. I don't know. It's from I don't know who knows. Whenever.
Hey boys.
Yeah, please, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Just one though. Just one. No, we're not gonna watch. You're gonna watch what I say, console fanboy. I am the captain.
Hey, this is the one, guys. Are you guys ready?
I am the captain now. Bring it up. Bigger. Even bigger. Make it bigger somehow.
I can't. No. Yeah, that's all it's gonna be.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right, that's enough.
Oh my god. That stole the internet, right? And it was funny because look at Travis. Because before, it's funny because when you do these live stream shows and stuff, you don't know like who's bringing up your name. They don't tag you in a video. So I'm stumbling upon, and I randomly I don't know who I found it through, but it was on She Lion Show, and you were on She Lion Show, and then you guys were stumbling. You guys were dying, and then you said, well, if she was saying, good for her, you go girl kind of thing. And then you were saying, well, I guess, he can't be upset. He's putting his wife out there. Like, it's free publicity. And that's kind of just like, yeah.
Listen, if I had someone like that, I'd be like, look, hate all you want. But guess what's going to happen when I hit record on this sumbitch? Things are going to happen when I'm done. And, it's great. I think, first of all, like, respect and shout out to Katie, because the reality is, some people would get all upset by this, and y'all don't get twisted about it. And that's why you have so many people in your chat watching now and enjoying your content and stuff, because you guys just have a good attitude about stuff. So, I think you guys won in the end because you showed, you basically showed that you're just cool. You're just cool people. That's all it is. Like you could have bitched back about it, and then it just would have been a war, and it wouldn't have been no good. But you won everyone over because you're like, that's funny too. Yeah, it's actually funny. We're like,
yeah, we don't know.
I can't with him.
Yeah,
that's KFB. And I told her that I was like, that's council fanboy, man. You just gotta embrace it. We haven't done a short in a while, and it's almost like our content has kind of shifted to like live streams now. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
I don't
Justin,
know
where'd you send the link? Sorry, Justin.
What was it?
He said he sent a link. I don't know where he sent it though.
Oh, right here. Yeah, send the link.
Yeah, where did you send it?
You scan that. We'll scan the chat. It says, Katie, you win Mrs. CornerCade. Yeah, we need awards for Mrs. CornerCade. Yeah. But it's interesting because, I don't know how the monetization works, but I got 17 cents off of a video. So I think for every 1,000 views, you get 17 cents. And if
you sound so depressed over it.
Yeah, if that's the case, it's not like I'm here for the money, but it's like you're here for the community. But it's like if that's the case, I might as well just go live all the time because it's worth it to the viewers to interact with us more than me doing a review on MVSX and getting 3K views on it. Well, what does that do? Like, I mean, it might give you some information, but at the end of the day, we're here to help you guys, and then you guys are help supporting the channel. So I don't know.
That's why you gotta do the reviews too. You gotta do both.
Well, what do you think, Travis? Because you put out videos and stuff, and you don't go live ever, right? Like,
I mean, I used to go live every Saturday, and very rarely I do now. I mean, I'd like to get back to it because I miss my community, but I think live is fun. You get to actually get closer to your community. I think
And that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you get to talk to the community. Like, you didn't do that in any review videos because you weren't in the videos.
I didn't talk at all.
Yeah, you didn't talk at all. So it's like nobody knew who you were.
Yeah. Yeah, I think these streams have done a lot for your standing in the community. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, like even guys like Game Time, Tech Buzz, Bill, Moat, they had me on their show. Michael B had me on his show. Like, you're right. It goes. You guys get to like kind of see the hear the face behind the videos that we made, and I think it definitely connects with the community more for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And, yeah.
Damian Williams saying 3-hour live streams are required every week. For some reason, our show goes 3 hours.
Yeah, what is going on here? How long have I been on? Damn. It's almost 2 hours.
So
10 minutes.
It's only been 10 minutes, Travis. We still got to talk about Galaga, Atari 50.
God.
Like, oh my God, that's
bro.
Yeah,
I promised, like, and this is no BS, and I ended up looking bad because I said, like, after the week after I got off Michael B's channel that I wasn't going to talk about arcades anymore, or at least arcade one-ups anymore, and here I am, like, every weekend, like, hey, what's going on, guys?
Because I think, I mean, honestly, did we like inject some more like love of home arcade into you, or is
I just think it's fun to be here. I think is what it is. It's just fun to be here, and every time I'm getting ready to come on, which I never plan it. I mean, today was different because I was going to go live with Jade, but I never plan it. And I'm like, I kind of want to go on and talk, and every single time I'm like, I'm gonna go in there and troll them. And when I come on, I can't troll you guys. I'm just like hanging out. I was like, damn, I want to troll, but I can't.
How would you troll us?
I don't know. I can't. I mean, I'm pretty good at that sort of thing, but I feel like I think you guys are like too wholesome or something, which is why it'll be funny to see you and Cyrus because like super wholesome. Like he's overly like positive, and you're like,
yeah, and that's you guys think that. I mean, the community knows, but like, honey, you think I'm positive?
I've seen
Cyrus is a mensch. Yeah. Like he is. He's gonna fill his role really well. Like he knows how to speak, and he's really nice and polite, and just like I've never seen him. Even when B was snapping off in his stream to that one guy, he was still like just happy as a clam in the background.
And he's like that off camera too, to be honest. Like that's just how he is.
Yeah, that's usually how people are. Like I'm like this off camera, and it's just we're not just because the lights are on doesn't mean it's some kind of like fake production. I mean, some people might. I don't know. I can't do that though. Console Fanboy says, "Play this short, Danny, where I tell her to look at the camera."
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh no! It's like I don't know. He's like because my wife gave a sexy look into the camera during the KI video, and he's getting all like interesting about it. Everybody's seen it. It's on our channel.
Okay, yeah, hold on. And Justin keeps saying he sent me a link, but I don't know where he sent it. Where did you send the link? I want to see it. I actually do want to see it because then I'll send it over to Arcade One Up and stuff. But I need to know where it is. Okay, we're trying to look at the camera. Where's the white? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You knew he was gonna do that. It's a 49 super chat from Console Fanboy. He says, "Please play the short right. Tell her to look at the camera. It's the one where she wears a white shirt. Yeah, this is the one where you're playing Centipede. Centipede looks gorgeous, by the way.
Centipede's such
a good marquee.
I wish he talked to me the way he talked to these cabs.
Look at your woman like you look at them cabs.
I can't. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. You know that, you dork. God, you're such a nerd. Okay, we gotta go back to YouTube. We gotta go back to KFB.
I'm trying to decide if I ever got into like a really intense relationship and was really like, this is the one I'm gonna be with, would I let the internet know about it? It's a very difficult thing because after a while, like when you get to a certain level, I'm not saying I'm super big or anything like that, but I have enough people that know who I am that it is something I need to consider because people get weird. Mm-hmm. So I've always kind of thought that in the back of my mind, like, do I let the internet know? I don't know.
We've kind of gotten that. Like we've gotten emails where people are like, well, where's your OnlyFans? I'm like,
yeah, we just ignore it. Like there's like
I'm telling you, really cool pictures of Danny's feet, and then there they are.
Here you go, like a dick pic or something.
Yeah, or that, or like show your legs, like show Danny's legs, and pictures of Danny's legs.
And I know people are gonna like push the envelope. That's what people do. And we're very accepting of all like questions and stuff because we're open with you guys at the end of the day. But there's some stuff. It's just like you get to the line where it's like, I know my wife has put herself out there a little bit, but she's not like, in my mind, whoring it up. Like she's not coming in with a full bodysuit and like or like cosplay stuff. It's just like
she should
she's
definitely
wearing a shirt.
She should definitely cosplay.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
The thing though is, Travis, is like I think I just brought this up to Danny, is since going live, the community has actually become more respectful towards me.
Yeah, that's not
like the comments kind of went away after the first one. So
yeah, because there's a lot of reasons for that. Number one, because you seem really genuine, which is cool, and you're into the. It's not like you're just supporting Danny or something like, oh, I'm the supportive wife. Like you like this stuff too, which is kind of unusual. So we like that. We like to see that you're not just there just because you actually like this stuff. And I think that once people got to know more about you, it's like, oh, she's cool. She's one of us. Okay, she's not just, you know what I mean? Like I think that really helped. So it was a smart move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like let's not scare away like probably the home arcade community's hottest girl in the arcade.
One of the only girls here.
Yeah, there's only a few of them, guys.
Lonely.
Let's kind of embrace this and bring. Let's turn this sausage fest around here. Let's go. So let's see here. So Cosplay Boy wanted me to play this. Let's bring it up real quick. Oh, let me.
I can't with this one.
Hold on. Let me.
I don't think I've seen this one.
I gotta reshare the screen. I'll have to restart this. Hold on. I forgot the screen was not shared. There's always a lot of clicking. All right, let's see. Here we go, guys. So let's see if they're sharing. Yes. Let's take the chat off real quick just so you can see.
All right.
Small.
Babe, I need you to pretend to be happy. Look at the camera. Smile at the camera. There it is. One more time. Pretend to be happy. There it is. All right, look at the camera again. I said look at the camera. There you go. Pretend to look happy. One more time. Oh, that's too long. All right, now look at the camera again. I said look at the camera. Not at me, at the camera. All right, let's try it again. Look at the camera. Not at me, at the camera. Now I need you to look at me like you want to fuck me. There it is.
Yeah, see where it gets.
It's rowdy.
Not at me, at the camera. All right, when I give you the signal, I want you to look at the camera. Not yet. That's too soon. Did you just look at my dick? All right, no more boob shots. Okay, we're going to go for the legs. When I tell you to switch it. There it is.
This is funny because I was so uncomfortable.
Go back around. We're going to switch it again. And
just a little behind
switch
the
it
scenes.
now. There it is. Perfect. All right, one last time. Look at the camera. Pretend to be happy. There it is. Babe, I need you to
yeah, it's interesting. I think the other one's funnier, but I think again, like I don't know how I would feel if that was like my wife. I would have to really think about it. I don't know. It's a very interesting situation to be in. It's good you guys have like a really good attitude about it. So it's good. So I think you guys handle it perfectly, and the rewards of that are people liking you genuinely and just kind of being all that silly, So
yeah, you got our backs, we got yours at the end of the day. So I'll go to bat for any of my supporters in the community, and that's just how it is. And I hope in return that you guys would go to bat for me, because at the end of the day, we're not fake, phony, we're genuine, just real people, and we love home arcade, and I'm never gonna misguide you. So if I tell you guys like it's recommended, like I'm gonna buy Time Crisis, if you're into that shooting game, you should buy it too, kind of thing. But that's just it'll always get twisted around, but I don't pay attention to that stuff. I'm just we got too much time being happy. I don't have time for all the hate. So it's just,
that's cool.
Beisel makes a good point here. He says, reminds me of Bill Burr. Actually, Bill Burr is literally my favorite comedian. That guy is fucking hilarious.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
I'll have to show you some of this. He's absolutely hilarious. Always swears and stuff.
So next year, are you guys going to any of the gaming conventions?
Do you think it's like we've built our brand big enough that now it's like kind of required?
I think you should go. I think you'd have fun.
Let's go.
I don't know which one you should go to be honest, but I think maybe you go to the one where all the guys are going to. So like this year they're going to the Cleveland one. Maybe they'll go to a different one next year. I think you just follow where the most YouTubers are. Southern Fried Gaming seems to be a good place. Cleveland seems to be a good place. So maybe start saving up this year for next year. And you never know. Like maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the move.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I want to do something where like Arcade 1UP has a big presence there, because that's what like the titles that we're into right now. Like I know in Germany they have that event, that little that little booth and they got everything there. I'm like,
Booth
dude, that's
was
dope.
the best booth this year for them. It had the most different stuff.
Yeah.
Even their one at PAX won't have that. Yeah.
That's interesting, yeah. And you said you're going to PAX or?
Yeah. Well, I was going to go anyway.
Okay.
I go every year. But yeah,
Is that because you live by there or you're just that's your thing?
I go because I like PAX. It's great, but yeah, I'm like 30 minutes from it. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a no-brainer, dude. Like for us, we're like half a country away. That's in LA, right?
No, it's in Seattle. And Garage Game.
Oh well. Okay. Yeah, because he's doesn't he live right by that area or no?
Yeah, I don't know exactly where he lives, but he lives somewhere in the area.
Yeah, let's all go to Germany next year.
Can barely make it to Illinois.
We're still trying to go to the Galloping Ghosts.
I would actually like to do that. I'd like to take a pilgrimage to there for sure.
Why have you ever been there?
No, that's why I want to go.
Well, I think we're gonna start something. I mean, that's doable for us. So like,
and Moat's around. There's other people in the area. Yeah.
I think we should start a Galloping Ghost trip.
That's a good idea.
You would have a blast, dude. It's like literally the world's largest arcade.
I know, you've shown me.
I think we should do it.
Let's see. I asked a couple people about it, and also because I love pizza, Chicago pizza. So I've had New York pizza. I know how amazing it is. Now I got to go try Chicago pizza.
You've never had deep dish Chicago pizza?
I've had what they have here in Seattle that's supposed to be that, but you have to go to Chicago to actually have it. Just like you have to go to New York to have New York pizza because you can't get the taste anywhere else.
Yeah, Lou Malnati's is number one. Gino's East probably number two. Those are like the top two.
Did you lose
for me.
over Gino's?
Yeah, Lou Malnati's is my favorite.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. Say no to pizza cake. He's all about the pizza cake.
I was just going to say, we call it pizza cake here.
Because it's so thick.
Yeah, I mean, listen, who knows what's going to happen next year. But for sure, like if enough people go, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be dope. Do like, that would be really cool. Go to a restaurant or something and then pretty much get there in the morning and literally like game it up. Like, you kind of vlog it a little bit. But
he's not wrong. Carlo's not wrong. Pizza Hut used to have great pizza. And there's a channel on YouTube called The Company Man. You should go watch it. You'll probably get addicted and watch a bunch of stuff. He does little documentaries about different brands that have, like he'll do Little Caesars, he'll do Domino's, he'll do Walmart, he'll do Target, and talk about like their rise and their fall and their rise and their fall. And he talks about Pizza Hut. It's really interesting. He talks about how it got started, kind of how it did well, then how it kind of fell, and really good.
Yeah, I've seen that before. They're like maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Great stuff.
Because like they overcharge for stuff. Like it is really cool stuff. They have like cool graphics on there and stuff.
He's really good. It's called The Company Man.
I think Pizza Hut is good.
It's still pretty good, but I remember once upon a time, it was a thing you went to sit down at. And me and my friend used to go. We would sit down in the restaurant. It was so good. It was by the beach. It was great. It was back when I lived in Delaware. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was the pizza buffet. You couldn't beat that. The Big New Yorker, guys, if you haven't had it, it's like $13.99 sometimes on sale. Try the Big New Yorker because they use a different sauce. Unbelievable. It's like huge, big slices.
So here's another fun thing. Crownless King says he lives near Fun Spot. Fun Spot is the arcade that was in King of Kong. And I always wanted to check that out. Have you guys watched either King of Kong or Chasing Ghosts documentaries? Okay. Well, so I know what you guys are doing either tonight or tomorrow. You're going to rent both of those. They're super fun and really great videos. One's about King of Kong's about Donkey Kong and like trying to chase the high score. You'll learn about Billy Mitchell a little bit there. There's a lot to Billy Mitchell. And then Chasing Ghosts kind of happens a little bit after that. Another arcade documentary. They're super fun to watch. And if you watch King of Kong, you'll see Fun Spot, which is a very famous, huge arcade on the East Coast. So that's one I would like to see as well. So cool stuff.
Cool, yeah, definitely.
It's not the first time I've heard that place.
You've heard of that?
Brought up before in our chats.
So Mike Hawkhurst, I was talking to someone the other day about this because Michael Svabeck is at games now. So he was at iArcade. Now he's at games. From what I understand, PK, who's the owner of At Games, who I actually have a really good relationship with, and actually had a working relationship with him way before I ever talked to Arcade One Up, doesn't want a face of the company. In other words, Mike became the face of II Arcade. John D was the face of Arcade One Up, and there's never really been a face of At Games, and that's kind of purposeful, and it's kind of smart because ultimately, if the face of a company goes away, you've got to reestablish a new face of the company. So it's interesting. It's an interesting strategy. So from what I understand, you may never see something like that with him. That could change. I just only heard this recently, third hand, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point, because then you kind of don't get into things like if there's no face like Walmart or something, then there's no problem kind of thing. You don't.
Yeah, PK is awesome though. He is a really passionate owner. Treated me so well at CES 2020 when I first met him. Just a really passionate guy about video games and stuff. Love that guy. And I hope that their At Games 4K is amazing. I hope this recent firmware they came out with that broke sauce and stuff, I hope that they fix that. So yeah, but I love that company. I hope they do really well.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, like I said, we were talking like it'd be cool to own like a 4K pinball from them and to try something. You know, we tried the MVSX, which is pretty cool, but try something different. Arcade One Up. That's why it's really cool. Like if these rumors are true that New Wave Toys is getting in the 3/4 scale market, that would be really cool too. And I've told people hundreds of times, like if I'm a fan of the nostalgia titles, so if a brand new company started up tomorrow and they release a Sega Star Wars, I'm buying it if it's a 3/4 scale. And as long as it's like a reasonable price, like I'm a fan of the titles at the end of the day. So
yeah, I think the only thing that would change for me is so Arcade One was smart. They have online, and for some games that's really important. So for me, if Tekken gets around, Tekken never comes out, I know the online is going to be awesome. So I'm all about that life.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it from anyone else. Oh, thanks, Long and Low. Appreciate you. I actually saw a video from Long and Low the other day. Oh, I think it was about the CasinoCade.
Yep.
So we watched it here, but I think I don't know if he had another video after that.
He did. Yeah, he did. He posted up another video.
I watched a little bit of it. He brought up a point about something on the screen. So I passed it along to Arcade One Up, and they said, what did they say? They said passing it along. The issue had been called out in testing, not addressed. So they're looking into it. So I sent them a link to his video, and we'll see.
That's cool. That's dope, man. That's supporting each other in the community. So Rich Odella has a cool comment. You want to read it?
Give it up to Travis. Well, I'm not going to talk about giving up to myself. Go ahead, Mrs. CornerCade.
There you go. What did you think?
Otherwise.
I've been reading the chats all night.
Give it up to Travis supporting Danny. You're a good dude, my man. Always a great guest. You are always a great guest.
That.
For real, I think it was a shock when a sub 1,000 subscriber channel had something, a guest on as like you being so big in the home arcade community. And I literally just threw it out there in the chat and said, hey, do you want to come on the show? And you're one of the few dudes that said, yeah, I think I can make it. And I looked at my wife, I'm like, we got to go get stuff.
I'm like, cool. He's like, do you even know who this is?
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's actually going to come on the show. Like, oh, God, we got to do stuff. And so it was great. And I appreciate you. I threw out the hook, line, and sinker. And I think I could clearly say that we're all really good friends at the end.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, listen, I shot my shot when I was, a starting out channel to some very large channels. They were super nice to me. So I'm like, if I'm in a position to do the same thing, I'm not feeling myself trying to be like some snooty pooty dude. I'm just going to do whatever.
And that's 100% true. It's super cool of you, like, to pay it forward at the end of the day. And I hope someday that, like, I'm able to, like, go and become successful in doing this and talking to people and doing the same for other channels and helping the home arcade community grow. I don't know the state of it. We can't predict the future. I might be doing something else, who knows? But like that's my goal is to pay it forward at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing is, I have to say from MetaQuest 3 to cancel my boy. So like I'm definitely listen. I already talked.
He can't super chat.
I already talked directly to an executive at Arcade One Up about the Tekken series. I'm like, look, if you guys ever come out with this, I'm gonna tell you right now, I want to be there day one. I will help promote it. I will shield the shit out of it. I don't give a damn. Like I want. That's when I become a show. That's the
I'll
day.
get a Tekken tattoo on my forehead.
That's it. But other than that, I think the thing is like some cool things for the community. I think are coming. Things have changed there for sure, and I think it's for the better. I think things, and again, I could be wrong about all this, but some cool stuff is coming. So fingers crossed. Oh, I own premises from Walker. Thought I'd never get a Cyrus email every week. Yeah, see, Cyrus is pretty dope. He's pretty easy to get hold of. I mean, ask Danny. I just barely said, listen, email him. And how hard was it to set up the interview with him?
Simple as pie.
Yeah.
He just said, hey, can we do it earlier? And I said, I'd love to, but then Mrs. CornerCade won't be able to join because we're going to try to get the kids to bed. He said, oh, you guys got kids, don't matter. I'll be there at 2 a.m. I was like, oh, dude, that's like insane. Like, so we have it scheduled for 9.
That's not the case for most brands. I mean, no. I deal with a lot of brands. A lot of them would be like, oh, how many subscribers you got? Under 1,000? I'm sorry, we can't do that. But
yeah,
Rocky One Up is trying to do different things. And I think if everything goes the way I think and hope that it will, the community will have a big how to say this accurately. The community will become more involved with Arcade One Up, and Arcade One Up will become more involved with the community. So there's an opportunity here, and I hope everything takes away. I still talk to John D all the time.
I wish I could talk to John D and just like ask like, questions and stuff and see like the intricacies of what was going on. I mean, at the end of the day,
Someone said he bought Canada.
Yeah, that was early in the chat. At the end of the day, like this really isn't like a clickbait drama news channel. Like we're not going to bring like breaking Arcade One Up news. Like like jokingly say, oh my god, hey, look what just got released, Galaga. Let's take a look at it. We're really centric about the games here and not people's personal lives.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. He hasn't made it official or anything. As soon as he does, we can talk about it. Either or, probably, good or bad or ugly.
He'll probably come on once he's ready to say something. Jason says, any idea if the game is coming from the reserve? So here's the thing. It's so funny. Timing on some of these questions is so funny. This whole vault, I think is what he's trying to say, the vault collection.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I just literally heard about this today. I don't know that the titles that are vault titles are even like a specific list of titles. I just think it was something they thought was a cool marketing thing, and they're like, and they just put the vault on it. Like, okay. And it's like, well, wait a minute, why isn't that game from the vault? Like, I don't think they know. So
yeah,
I think you're going to see, again, like I said before, I think you're going to see every title that sells well in a deluxe. They're just going to redo all those. Because if you think about it, as a collector, like if you're a new person and you happen to get one game in with a riser and then all these deluxes come out, you want your one with a riser to have to be a deluxe. So they're just going to go back and do all those. And then XLs, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you think about it, guys, like just a quick piggyback on that, they already have the mold printed up. Like Galaga's a great example. It was from Pac-Man. Everything's the same. The only thing that's different is they're just sliding in the marquee and they're reskinning it. It's literally, it's going to cost them a lot less to produce something like that, which is super cool that we can get something like that. Because I think the Galaga cab looks dope. I would take that over the Pac-Man cab. Just because that marquee is so bright in my face. But Console Fanboy had a question here, Travis. I don't know.
Hold on. Justin J had a question before Console. You're talking about lethal enforcers. It's a good point. I don't know how much they worried about that. Well, it's hard, right? Because you have Mortal Kombat that kills people left, right, and center. Are they worried about that? Or is it because of real... I just don't know that lethal enforcers would sell. I think that's really the answer to that.
Yeah, I think they got to dip their toes in like the major titles first, like a Time Crisis, for example, and then kind of trickle their way down. Okay, maybe House of Dead will be next year or the year after, just depending on how much that license costs and like their kickback on it. They're going to actually make a profit. There's a lot that goes into these things, I'm sure. So, and yeah, I mean, if you have a good relationship with John D, I mean, that would be awesome.
I think once he's ready to talk, he'll be happy.
Yeah.
To talk.
I actually on the Facebook groups, under Miss CornerCade, I threw it out there. I was like, "Hey, John, I'd love to have you on my podcast show sometime," and he gave it a like and a winky face. So.
I think when he's ready to talk, he will.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Let's see. Love my dragons there though.
Yep, Mike Hawkhurst, you're exactly right. Do I work for Arcade 1UP? I do not work for Arcade 1UP. I just have a lot of connections. A lot of very good connections.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you something, and then we got sidetracked. I was going to ask you something earlier. Oh, you were talking about 2024. So, I'm trying to think here how to word this.
I'm going to ask, while you're trying to think that through, I'm going to ask Katie a question. You got any sisters or anything that are single? Any friends that look anything like that? Can I get your DNA so I can like duplicate you or something? Like, what do you got?
I have an older sister. I
How
don't
much
talk
older?
to her though.
Oh, well then never mind. All right, what was your question, Danny?
He's out.
Everyone's wondering the question, so it's fine.
Oh my god, dude, I can't.
Over here.
Hey, look, we got the Arnie Palmer going. Gotta have that. What was I gonna say? Okay, so you said 2024. You're like, I'm excited. Now, is that because you're excited because there's gonna be less re-releases and there's gonna just be more variety of things? Like what? Why?
Give me a couple of weeks, and then I'll know a lot more. Because again, I don't know how much of what I knew is still accurate, but I will be refreshing that information in the not too distant future.
Okay, cool. You want to do you have like your own stuff planned for that, or do you want to come on here and
I'm not doing anything. I'm not creating. You're not going to see me on One Update or anything like that. I'm not doing any of that anymore. I wasn't even going to come on any arcade things, but you keep bringing me back, and I'm
sorry, buddy.
Pulling it.
You're and everybody in the chat can agree here. Like you did a great job at your job.
How much older? The console family doesn't know how much older.
I'm trying.
Can you imagine?
She's like 41, but console fanboy's like in his 50s.
What?
Yeah, look at all that gray hair. He's in his 50s.
He's got a great beard. You're not in your 50s.
He's in his 50s.
Hold on. Hold on.
I think realistically,
maybe 42.
47. I'm thinking 47.
You said 47. I say 42 tops.
41. Look at Katie. I'm 41. Like everybody's 41 now. Our main demographic is 35 to 47 years old.
We are all old here. Speak for yourself, Faisal.
Yeah, right.
Mike
Mike
Hawkhurst had a question. He said, "Did we talk at all about the iconic arcade company and if GameStop is really backing them despite their business?" Yeah, it's very odd because it's kind of like they're pirating games and they just don't care. Like,
is that what? I only saw like the picture of this iconic arcade. Bring up the website real quick and let me read through this. But you say the same thing about At Games though, unless this is something different. Because At Games technically bring your own games is the same shit, right? But I wonder. I haven't seen, so I don't know the exact details of this. Are they selling the games too? Like they're actually selling games? Are they?
I think it's whatever comes with it is.
I'm curious
about happen
because I didn't watch all the information about it. Why hasn't console fanboy talking left, right, and center? You ask him how old he is, he disappeared.
I know, I was just thinking the same thing.
He's gone.
That's
62.
hilarious.
It's not pulling up for
Someone
me.
said, Crownless King said console fanboy 67.
No, he's not that old. I knew.
Is he saying I won't answer?
Look, he's still not answering. There he is.
I can't seem to pull it up on GameStop's website.
No, they have their own website, I think. I mean, I only saw a picture of it, and I never really read into it. I'm just curious.
Okay, let me try to find it.
Jason said he was busy filling out the AARP membership application.
Oh, now this is gonna be a whole new slew of shit going down. All right, let's see here. I'll share the screen with everybody so we can kind of see what's going on here.
Boy.
So this is where it's at right here. Let's just pull this down just so we can kind of see.
Okay.
Oh, that's not gonna work really.
You gotta get rid of the chat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, chat, we love you, but we just gotta put you off to the side real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so
funny.
So I think this thing looks like ass cheeks. But that's just me. They got the angel,
cheeks.
the angel wing designs here that we had in the old MK and old Street Fighter. And obviously this artwork just isn't that great. But again,
What is this? What are we looking at?
So this is a multi-cade. It's got more than 1,000 games.
Okay.
Powered by Raspberry Pi. They're
Cool.
going to be at this European event. What that games at that Arcade 1-Up's at? What is that called again? Game something?
Gamescom.
Yeah, Gamescom. So here's kind of like the gist of what's included. See, like this, what gets me, and I can only speak upon me again, is MAME arcade ROMs. I don't care about Game Boy, Sega, Nintendo. Like I can play all that stuff on consoles. Why do I want to play that on arcade?
Bought a Sarah 50 games on Game Boy. Yeah, exactly. Where's MAME? Is it just console stuff?
No, it's just here plus many more. So I'm pretty sure if it was MAME, they would have it out there. So it looks like this is just console stuff.
So here's the problem. We know for sure Nintendo ain't on this. I should say Nintendo's not with this. They're pointing out Nintendo games, which means for sure it's all shenanigans, right? So it's interesting that we'll see. I feel like if they're trying to sell it at GameStop and Nintendo finds out, Nintendo's going to take one look at it, go, GameStop, by the by, do you ever want to sell a Nintendo game ever again? Yeah, you need to get rid of that. 100%.
Yeah.
And you'll never these guys will get murked.
Yeah, you're 100% right on that. I think they might sell like one or two of them, but once Nintendo finds out about this, they're going to be like, exactly.
Yeah, it's a wrap. So if that legitimately is, if they have any Nintendo games on there, which it implies they do, as soon as Nintendo finds out about it, it's a wrap. And for those who don't know, Nintendo is super litigious in this area, including against YouTubers. Like just streaming games is a whole hassle with them. Nintendo is a real beast and not easy to deal with as a content creator or whatever. And if you're trying to sell any of their stuff, you can forget it's a wrap. It's never going to happen. So if I were them, I would immediately take every single Nintendo thing off of there, just hoping to sell some units before anyone else finds out.
Yeah, but just it doesn't like this. There's no nostalgia here. Like the MVSX had nostalgia for me. Like that's
also Fanboy said it needs more purple.
Yeah, it definitely needs more purple.
Absolutely.
Needs a coin door. I think that'll help out.
Yeah, pretty terrible look. But that's a render. It's obviously probably looks different.
Yeah, but I mean, does that interest you at all, Travis?
Nah, bro. Nah.
Yeah, it's a hard pass.
Nah, iGames is all I need for a multi-cade. I don't really need another multi-cade.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Like, I feel like I'm comfortable with the MVSX, even with the high-low hack on there. I'm comfortable with that. Like, that's all I need. I don't need any more. I think it'd be cool to, like, mod T2 to have, like, the 82, like, light gun games, depending on how arcade accurate they are. But
I would argue you could sell your MVSX and get an iGames and be even happier. Having said that, the MVSX looks pretty cool. So I wouldn't mind having one, but I don't have a space for one.
I think that's where the nostalgia comes. Is like because that actually looks like the real arcade cabinet, and that's like what I remember seeing as a kid.
Which one, the MVSX?
The MVSX, yeah, they were at like every pizza joint we ever went at.
Carl, I have the bit LED. I'm old school. I have the ALU 1.0 with the bit LED. I wish that the LCD existed when I got it.
Yeah, and this is part of the reason why like I didn't cover this, guys. Like Vital saying it looks terrible. Like I know other shows like cover this because it's part of the retro market, but it's like, what is this? Like this
it's
is not
a cash grab from some company who doesn't get
it.
It's
just some cash grab. I'm not gonna put that on the podcast show. I honestly would rather talk about like the Atari 50th and if we're interested in it and stuff like that, and Galaga that just came out. So yeah. I think Crownless King had one too many. He says, I'm too drunk to zoom in. Is it legal and is it called the Iconic Arcade?
Legit?
Oh, is it legit? Yes, it is legit and it is called the Iconic Arcade. We aren't the first ones to break this news. A lot of shows have kind of talked about this.
It's a very strange thing that misses the mark in every conceivable way.
Yeah, it's just it's not for me at least. It's not for you, right? I don't.
It's my favorite color, but outside of that.
Outside of that, yeah, we're not going to really, it's not really doing much for us. But yeah, we could probably take that down. We're always zoomed in there. There we go. Oh, wait. Whoa, Travis, look at it.
Where'd he go?
He's like within us. There you go.
In within us.
Yeah, in within us.
Three-way going on there for half a second. What was that?
Like, see? Travis is actually in the CornerCade. He's just mini me.
I'm the baby now. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm still getting used to that. I think I'm handling the restream pretty good. Like, considering I'm trying to pay attention to the conversation and stuff, I'm out here clicking things. It's hard to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, guys, do you have anything in the chat? I mean, we covered everything. We covered the time crisis, which, we got some good news out of that tonight. And we really got to rethink our strategy. Maybe put in our cab up for sale or something.
Rethinking, really. It's just going to happen.
Well, we got to try to make it happen. See, if I put it on a credit card, I got to pay for it. I know there's no installments. You got to pay for it right up front. So, but yeah, what else we got?
Start that OnlyFans, Danny. Just go and get on there. Show them feats.
Only if you could do it with me then. So we could do
I hate feet. I don't know.
we covered Galaga, we covered the Iconic Arcade, we covered Atari a little bit. We got our feet wet. We pretty much did the show for next week. So I'm gonna have to come up with a new format now.
I thought we were having Cyrus next week.
No, well, yes. I mean, technically, it's the show after that, I guess. So our 7th show that we were planning.
So you're planning 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
That's ambitious.
Well, you gotta, when you're YouTube, you gotta. Travis, how do you plan your videos? Do you plan them more than one day out?
It depends on what it is. So currently, from my larger channel, I'm only doing sponsored content right now because it's the time to get paid. This is the time of year with iPhone season. This is what you do. So I do it based off of whatever the sponsor, whatever makes sense for the sponsor. I'll do a couple that are non-sponsored this month for the iPhone, but then once Christmas hits, I'll probably stop again and
there you go.
Do shenanigans.
And then all of our videos are actually non-sponsored, so we'll see what happens.
It's just a different thing. It's not always fun. I mean, listen, aspects of it are fun. I feel like the best job I've ever had in my life. So it's really nice. But I mean, every job has its challenges. There's just different challenges.
Can I ask, this is your job, right?
So I do a lot. I do a couple things. My main job is with vidIQ, which is a company that does YouTube stuff, and I'm a coach for YouTubers over there. And then I have some other side things I do for other companies as well. So I'm a little bit. I'm kind of all over the place.
Got your toes wet and everything.
Yeah, it gives me that freedom. Plus my YouTube channel.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, that's cool. It says, Console Fanboy says, possibility of Danny getting a one-up job. I mean, what are those? I guess that's an interview on the spot kind of thing.
Do it. Why not?
I don't want to be one of those guys that are just at the Comic-Con events. I want to make an impact, hey, Sega Jurassic Park shooter. We need this. The community needs this.
I think you'd be surprised at how much they know. It's a Garage Gamer. So I've actually hung out with iJustine before, and Casey Neistat follows me on Twitter actually. But so Arcade 1UP knows a lot more about the games that everyone wants than a lot of the community realizes. They actually have a list, and they know. There's ones that are it was funny because it was said to me, any game you can say the community wants, we already know, and it's already on the list, which is very encouraging. It's just a matter of when it comes out. And again, some of it has to do with pricing. Some of it has to do with, because you have to remember, one of the most expensive parts of the process is the development. No one talks about this, and no one thinks about this when they're thinking about. So I saw someone say something like, "Oh well, Pac-Man XL is only $600, but Time Crisis is $749." Yeah, it's true, but they've sold so many versions of Pac-Man that they've recouped their costs on development a long ass time ago. They have not recouped their costs on development at all on Time Crisis yet. So there's that. And then the people who want to sell the actual thing beyond that everyone needs to make their money. And people don't think about that. It's not our fault as consumers to care about that. We want the lowest price. But by the same token, people got to make their money. And development costs for some of these games can be upwards of $200,000 to $300,000. So right off the bat, you're under that. You're under all the costs for all the products. You're under for all the shipping. You're under for everything. You start out at a deficit close to $1 million to ship this thing out. You need to make your money back. Somehow you got to make that money back. You know what I mean?
And when we're talking like product and development, so it's like getting down to like clicking the gun. Okay, the gun doesn't feel right. Let's turn the little notch over. Okay, now does it feel right? Okay, let's do this. Let's add this spring in. Let's put a weight in. Is that kind of what like we're talking about too? Is like the time to go in to develop like how these games actually feel and look?
So I'll have better answers for that in the coming weeks.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's awesome. Rich Odello. I mean, the job pays well. I got a family of 5 to feed, so that would be really cool. I mean, I've never really had a job that I'm like, wow, I'm like passionate about, because every job you just work at because you're trying to support your family, like I think my job now is cool. There are some aspects that I love and there's some aspects that I don't love. I don't think, I haven't been in that position, but I don't think that there's a job at like RK1UP that I would like hate, that I'm looking at that level of, I want to be like at the boardroom meetings. I don't want to be at Comic-Con talking about Star Wars pinball. I want to be like making an impact, like a John D was making an impact. Like that would be cool. So just because I've been enriched with the home arcade community so much, like I know everybody here is so passionate and they want it so bad. I think the more that RK1UP now is kind of like having Cyrus be in the community, I think they're gonna know that a lot more. I mean, they knew it with John D, but I don't know the talks that go on behind those doors. So I mean, 2024 will definitely shed some light on that, hopefully.
So just under an hour ago, I said we've been on for 2 hours. We should probably go.
Yeah, we can cut it. Yeah, for sure.
It was almost an hour ago when I said, like, how did this happen? It's just legitimately a time we step into some type of time zone.
We're like in a war.
The Bermuda Triangle. We still got to play Joust. It's got to be Katie versus Travis.
Yeah, we got to do that. We'll do that next time. 100%, we're doing that.
Well, Travis, you don't have a Blitz cab, right?
I do. Of course, I do.
You have Blitz?
Love Blitz.
So you're gonna play tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're not gonna play me though. I'm straight trash.
Depends on what time.
We're supposed to go live, I think 9:30.
Yeah, if I'm not on with Jade, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, we'll play it by ear, see how it goes. We're definitely gonna challenge anybody in the community too. Like if you guys want to play, we can definitely play you. I think that's
gonna be the route to go because I am straight trash.
Yeah, she's for some reason just like really bad at the game.
You guys can be on the same team. That's the thing. You two against me.
No, he won't be on my team. I'm that bad.
No. If you want, we can do teams in Pac-Man or something. But
sure, that'll work out.
Travis, wouldn't it be dope? Wouldn't it be dope? And put this in the back of your head: if RK1UP came out with like a 4-player Pac-Man, like that's at the arcades. I don't know how they would do that.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the ones that are in arcades right now? That 4-player Pac-Man thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. You could essentially do like a cocktail table version.
Everyone had a great night. It was nice. Get a CornerCade come out with an OnlyFans tomorrow.
So you can do the cocktail version of it, like they did the Atari one, and then boom, there's your idea right there. Look at there's no reaction.
I know where the lie is. I figured it out.
Where's the lie? Look,
I can't say it's my own secret, but I was right last time.
He's got his poker face on. Oh, we got a super chat. Galaga Guy, $1.99. This is awesome. Thank you so much, guys. And I do really appreciate all the support throughout this whole like impromptu show that we had. Travis, thank you for having us on. You being on, I guess, our show. So we're doing a
You're
stream.
Drunk. Go to bed.
Yeah, I'm really. I'm getting tired, man. I still gotta eat my chicken teriyaki. Just to let you know, I still got dinner waiting for you.
Rice.
Oh God. Okay, so Jesus Christ, it's late. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, so check us out tomorrow for NFL Blitz gameplay. We're gonna go live with that, and then obviously, we got a bunch of lives coming up. They're all in the live column of our page. So. Travis, if you don't have anything,
console family, there's a new thing coming where people can't. What is it? There's a new rule or something where if you're like a fan page or something, which in this case would be like a hater page, YouTube has a new rule about that. Just Google like, what is it? What's the word when someone's trying to pretend to be you? whatever.
Imposter.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, Google that. Impersonating, yeah. Look up YouTube impersonation rules or something, and they're just coming out with it. It's a new rule or something. They'll shut down accounts that do that. So
there you go.
Anywho, yeah. So anyway, hope everyone is having a great time. It was fun coming on, like always. Again, I try to come on to troll, and I really can't do it. So I guess I'm.
Well, you're always welcome here. You know that by now. But yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be doing some Blitz gameplay, and maybe you'll see Travis challenge me in NFL Blitz. Who's your favorite team?
Whatever has the best stats. Which apparently
stop! Don't do that because I'm no. I'm going to pick the Bears, and I'm not going to play you against the Cowboys. Like
I don't think it even matters because, to be honest, I've played that game against people who are using just their favorite team, and the game cheats. So we know this. If you play the game, you know it cheats. So
it does. It does hardcore, and that's to get your quarters back. Like
it's really upsetting. Like it's ruined my day sometimes. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yep. I'll throw I'll miss a field goal, then they'll get the interception right back, and then they'll kick a 90-yard field goal.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
I'm just like, dude, I'm selling this cabinet because it's just a dumb.
But then it's like a bad relationship. It's like you get into a fight, like, you son of a bitch, get out of here, and then you're like,
get the fuck out of here. Please. And then you're like, I want to play a game. I want to play another game. It's got that replay value. That's why.
Yeah, Blitz is my bad relationship.
Don't worry, it's ours too. So that and KI that we're still working on.
Oh,
jeez.
All right, guys.
All right,
we love you all. Peace, love, and harmony. And we will see you guys in the next one.